Women's combat sports have been putting on some of the most exciting, most violent, and most straight-up memorable finishes in the history of combat sports. And yet somehow, it still doesn't get the respect it deserves. Today, we're counting down 15 of the most ruthless knockouts in women's combat sports history.
Oh my goodness.
So sit back, hit that like button if you're already excited. And let's get into it because things are about to get very ugly, very fast. Chelsea Hackett came in as a former Muay Thai world champion, which on paper sounds incredibly intimidating, until you remember that the person standing across from her was Dakota Ditcheva.
Chelsea, you ready?
Ditcheva dropped her with a right hand early, pressed her against the cage, and then started digging body shots into Hackett's ribs like she was looking for something she lost in there. And at 3:22 of the first round, Hackett's body simply filed a formal complaint with the referee and refused to continue. Dina Thorslund faced Sopio Putkarads at Nordic Fight Night, held at Musikteatret in Albertslund, Denmark. From the opening bell, the Danish prospect wasted no time taking control. Thorslund stepped straight to the center of the ring, pressing forward with fast combinations and forcing the experienced Georgian fighter onto the back foot. Just over a minute into the round, Thorslund unleashed a sharp punching combination that landed clean and dropped Putkaradze to the canvas.
Daha ilk hafta kendisini göstermeye başladı. Solu direkt yumruklar geldi şimdi. Bir tane sol koşe ve sırt üstü yere yapışıyor.
The referee took a quick look and immediately stepped in to stop the fight.
Kalkabilecek mi? Hakem Christian mücadeleyi knockout.
Ryan Moreira faced Luis Rodriguez at Extreme Striking 002 in Brazil. Rodriguez started swinging like he owned the ring, throwing heavy punches and pressure combinations. Moreira kept his cool, using crisp counters and punishing body kicks to make Rodriguez think twice. By the second round, Moreira had found his rhythm. A right-hand combo followed by a brutal right leg kick landed flush, and Rodriguez hit the canvas instantly. The referee jumped in, ending the fight at 2 minutes of round 2. Juan Meza versus Jaime Garza, November 3rd, 1984.
The challenger, Juan Kid Meza. World champion, Jaime Garza.
Garza came out fast and dropped Meza with a clean left hook, looking like he'd finish it early.
We're ready to go with round number 1.
Bides his time between his hometown of Mexicali in Mexico and Los Angeles. There's a solid left that sends Meza down.
Meza beat the count, stayed composed, and kept firing back.
To get up. So a startling flash knockdown by Garza with Meza taking another left hand, and now he scores a left.
Is usually the guy that's susceptible early. He's been on the deck 4 times, always in a...
Then, near the end of the round, he caught Garza with a brutal left hook that landed flush.
Whether he was really stunned or whether he was totally in control, and apparently he was in control as he's come back strongly. Battle.
Tim, it's quite a statement to say that the guy is the hardest puncher in boxing today, pound for pound.
Landed by Meza, caught Garza backing out. And there's a good solid left jab by Meza.
His hands down.
There's another left hook that sends Meza down. Do they count that or not? Evidently not.
No, he beat Meza to the punch. Meza is a wide puncher.
Oh, big left hand goes Garza.
Garza went down hard and never got up in time. One moment he was in control, and the next, it was all over.
That was Garza reaching in, Tim, and he's wide open, and Meza throws the short left hook, and down he goes.
Rocky Lockridge versus Roger Mayweather, February 26, 1984.
Please welcome Rocky Lockridge. Here's the junior lightweight champion of the world, Roger Mayweather.
From the opening bell, both fighters looked ready for fight, trading heavy shots early.
3 knockdown rule in effect. The bell does not save the fighter except stepping up in weight, coming off the victory over Cornelius Boza Edwards, fighting the champion.
Once he got dropped by Boza Edwards, he's susceptible his first one.
Back in August of '81 in round.
But just 91 seconds in, Lockridge uncorked a perfectly timed right hand that crushed Mayweather's jaw and dropped him hard. It was sudden.
Knockout punches, both are power, both love to put the pressure on each other.
Mayweather tried to get up, but his legs had other plans.
Opening round.
He's not getting up. He's not getting up. We've got a new champion.
Just like that, Lockridge became the WBA junior lightweight champion and handed Mayweather his first loss in brutal fashion.
Maybe for the title, and here it comes. A right hand right on the button. Can't get better.
Roger Mayweather suffering his first defeat.
Lennox Lewis versus Andrew Galota, October 4th, 1997.
Galata.
All right, Mary, you sort of stand out. Who's your pick?
Galata.
Lewis started fast, using his jab to back Galata up early.
And we're set to go. The anticipation is over. Here we go. Lewis comes right at Galata. Lewis with the jab. He's got a good one.
Lewis feet wide, Galata.
Less than a minute in, he landed a hard right that rocked Galata and forced him into the corner.
Good boxer. Pops a jab and a right hand in. Nicely done by Lennox Lewis to start. Lewis with a big right hand. Galata in some early trouble here.
Lewis followed with a quick combo that sent him down.
Taken by Lewis. Galata's in deep trouble.
down.
Galata got up, but he was clearly hurt.
Lennox Lewis. This could be over. This very well could be over.
Let it continue. He's going to let it continue.
Seconds later, Lewis unloaded again, dropping him for good.
Get through here. Big right by Lewis. Galata is in deep trouble. This is almost over. Galata cannot think.
95 seconds, can you believe it?
Down again.
That was a statement, for real.
And Lewis takes his time pouring. Big shots here. Galata just giving a seat on the canvas.
Clara Penniquin stepped into Infusion 125 like she had no interest in a long fight.
And stare down.
Corley Robert came in ready to compete, but Penniquin immediately took control with her reach and sharp striking. Then it happened, a clean shot to the head that snapped everything in place.
Needs to be busier. There you go. Beautiful shot. She is out.
Straight out, that did.
That's that lovely left head kick. Still in a bit of shock.
She's
What's
a lot of
happened?
shock, but I mean,
Crowd getting behind her.
This wasn't a boxing match built on feeling each other out. It was a collision between a skyscraper and a demolition crew. Vonda Ward came in undefeated, towering over everyone like reach was supposed to be a full defensive system.
Oh, nice left hook. And Wolf, like the way that she threw that first right hand, and there's another one.
But Wolf didn't care about any of it and delivered this brutal punch.
did not really fight her.
Oh, big right hand! One punch! That is it! Forget about the count. It is over. Wow. That is probably the best knockout punch punch I've ever seen in female boxing. Ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Still on the canvas, Vonda Ward.
Terry Norris versus John Mugabe, March 31st, 1990.
There's the bell for the beginning of round one. Wisely not wading right in, testing John Mugabe early. It behooves Norris to...
Mugabe gave us one of the wildest chicken dances ever caught on tape. Less than a minute into the fight, Norris cracked Mugabe with a slick left hook that short-circuited his legs.
And boxed and used his skills as much as he can. A good left from Norris, and Mugabe is staggered. John Mugabe goes down.
This is early in round one. First minute of the round. There, that left hook on his temple, and his legs were gone at that point.
Mugabe's mouthpiece went flying, and he staggered into the ref.
Norris drops John Mugabe. Mugabe is up and on Queer Street.
Like a man trying to find his balance on a broken escalator, but Norris kept the pressure on.
Mouthpiece. Here's where Mugabe will need all the experience.
Kick down in round one, Dan.
Oh, and that right from Norris. Floyd stiff in the legs to Mugabe.
And just when it looked like Mugabe might survive, boom, Norris smashed him with a right hand that dropped him face first.
For a number of years. Oh, Mugabe will not get
The right hand, pop, right there. There it is. Right, straight right hand. That clocked him right there.
Mark Reels versus Emilio Ramos, June 29th, 1992.
Ramos fighting out of Fresno and Reels out of Patterson, New Jersey. Years. Reels has Ramos in the rope. Slichter went down.
In just his third fight, Reels showed no mercy to the debuting Ramos.
Well, what an anniversary he's having. He may get in a fight tonight. So much. Be ready. Close. And quite a night here at the Great Western Forum. We'll be back after this.
Midway through the second round, Reels timed a clean right hand that froze Ramos on the spot.
Making his pro debut. Oh, nailed again with the right and the left. Down he goes.
He stiffened, legs buckled, and dropped like his body forgot how to stand.
You got it. This is round number two. And Ramos stopped in his tracks and to the jaw. And Ramos in trouble again. And Delgado wisely steps in and waves Reels away.
It was that classic chicken dance stumble. His instincts said move, but his legs said nope.
Again, and Delgado wisely steps in and waves Reels away. We'll be back with the official.
Ramos somehow got up, but you could see it in his eyes. He was gone. Kirkland Laying versus George Collins, November 15th, 1989.
The first minute in the opening round. Dramatic throw. Oh, that right hand punch. And he's going to have trouble. He's jumped over and tried.
It was one of those jaw-dropping, how is he still standing moments.
Often what commentators have to do. I mean, what do you make of this fellow Lang? He drops his hands. I mean, there's Eric Lawrence saying round 5. Laying up before the bell there, early for work.
In the fifth round, Laying timed a perfect right hand that sent Collins into a full-blown chicken dance.
He was out.
His legs wobbled, eyes glazed, and his whole body looked like it didn't get the message to stay upright.
The floor there, wasn't he? He really wobbled and fell back there. And I'll be surprised he won't let him go on.
For a few seconds, Collins was frozen mid-collapse, like his brain hit pause. Man, it was wild.
The screen now. Here comes the knockdown. Watch out.
One of the most surreal stumbles you'll ever see in a boxing ring. Alex Garcia versus Mike White, September 22nd, 1992.
And this is a completely different ball game for Garcia. Moments ago, 20 KOs in his 25 fights. Certainly this will be a test of his punching power.
White had the size, standing nearly 7 feet tall.
They can all punch a little, and some of them can punch a lot.
Bull Benton. He went on a court. Oh, and there goes White in the first round.
But that didn't stop Garcia from putting him on skates.
He went on a court. Oh, and there goes White in the first round. Garcia looking to prove.
Look, you bring that right hand down, and wham! Right over the top. Down goes Mike the Giant.
Early, Garcia was patient, but once he found the range for his right hand, everything changed. Garcia drilled White with a sharp right hand that completely scrambled White's legs.
Turn sideways, more on the side. If you do that, though, then you are more susceptible to the left hook.
White did a full chicken dance, stumbling around like his body forgot how to move.
Susceptible to the left hook.
Garcia didn't even give him a second to recover. He pounced, unleashing a furious barrage.
There's the right hand. Big.
Is staggered, and you know that Garcia knows how to put a...
The world's heaviest boxing match looked more like two mountains colliding. Eddie was being arrogant before the fight.
Thor, you wouldn't come outside, you're a chicken shit. I'd have ripped your face off, mate. Stepping back, no one's holding you back. Hey, stop holding me back! Stop holding me back! Stop holding me back! You f***ing faggot! Fuck vagina! Fuck you fake fuck!
And he even scored a knockdown early.
Round two. Oh, big punch there! That's a knockdown. You felt that? You felt that? Oh!
But Half-Thor came back swinging like Thor himself.
Nearly halfway through. Oh! Big punch there from Thor. Eddie's made it to his feet.
By round 6, Eddie was on the floor again.
Oh, big shot there. Woo. The mountain. Half-Thor Julius.
And Half-Thor won. Sometimes muscles don't win, Mjolnir does. In a heated rematch on February 27, 2021, Hemi Ahio faced Julius Long in an 8-round bout packed with tension and taunts. Long tried to intimidate Ahio with trash talk and showboating. But Ahio stayed composed, gradually gaining momentum.
Taking a lot of punishment, absorbing a lot of shock. Every time he eludes a punch too, not that time though. It saps the energy.
Get out into space.
Him having a laugh himself.
The outside rather. Well, that's starting to become an interesting round because he's landing a lot of shots, he's talking a lot of smack. Cut down his own room by getting pulled in. He's had some success from there tonight.
In round 7, he delivered a devastating left hook that sent Long crashing to the canvas.
3 shots in quick succession. How has he not gone down?
The ropes are keeping him up. 10 seconds to go in the round. There he goes. And he's down. And he's down. And he's down. He's chopped the tree. The towers.
The knockout silenced the arrogance, proving once again that power speaks louder than words. Deandra Martin faced Hong Thong Kor at Rajadamnern World Series 116 inside the legendary Rajadamnern Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. A night Martin probably wishes she could forget.
Staying very cool and calm. I mean, there is
that's one way. Clearly listening to the ref. And again, going up fighting again. Hong Kong staggered her with a left hook right hand again. Right hand. And Deandra Martin is down. And I'm not sure she's going to be able to get back to a beat. And it's all over. I told you she had experience.
Oh my goodness. Right under the chin.
A right hand right on the button. Amazing, very precise.
At Zembo Shrine in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Alicia Baumgartner lived up to her nickname in emphatic fashion, blasting Cristina Del Valle Pacheco out in just 1 minute with the kind of power that doesn't require a second invitation.
See, there's the body.
Stabbing to the body.
There it is.
There's a knockdown. I think that might have landed behind the head.
That's behind the head.
Jabbing to the body and power with left hand and right here. You see the hand speed equaling power here. Really some good torque on those shots, and she's turning the body. She's scoring hard and clean in this first
Credit
round.
there, sir.
Very impressive. Bang to the body and to the head. This is about all she wrote. Game over.
It is.
Fight is done.
Over.
The bomber is back.
She's on her way.
Holy smoke.
I mean, when you get hit, now she's just putting the punches together.
And it's a mindset of needing to finish the fight.
Selen Ahlat came into this fight with the experience advantage, a better record, and probably the belief that the debuting prospect would need a few rounds to settle in. Erivan Barut apparently heard all that and decided to respond with attempted murder by head kick.
Profesyonel karşılaşması olduğunu söyleyelim. Sürekli yukarı doğru yumruk atmak zorunda Selen. Maç boyunca bakalım onu nasıl edecek ama Erivan Barut direkt yukarı isabetleri buluyor. High kick'le bitirdi. High kick'le bitirdi. Karşılaşmayı da bitiriyor Erivan Barut.
This fight started like a respectful clash of styles and ended like Kia O'Sullivan personally logged into Carolina Arms' operating system and shut it down manually.
Distance and the way she buries the leg kicks in. Big takedown attempt from O'Sullivan. Lovely right hand lands. Beautiful work. Is working beautifully for her. There it is again. Oh, the whole body into it. Like there.
Oh! She's out!
Headshot there.
Wow! You called it, Paul Bryan. Absolutely outstanding. One head kick, two head kick, three head kick, KO!
Cedric Doumbé versus Jaleel Willis.
5-minute rounds introducing the blue corner.
Before the fight, Jaleel Willis talked about a big game. He disrespected and trash-talked Cedric Doumbé at the press conference and promised to knock him out, calling him delusional and overhyped.
You better hope a mother knockout happen, bro. 13 minutes on your back.
And you know, I just need just one.
People's favorite fighter.
Who the is Anthony Petty? Who the is that guy? I have to knock him the out, you know.
But hey, yeah, so Cedric, good luck, bro. Handle business. I'll see you soon.
This guy wanna take my name, you know, he's nobody. Nobody knows the him, you know.
Bro, how the you gonna feel when you get beat by a dude who only got 4,000 followers? You need to speak English if you're gonna try and talk to me, bro.
Paris, this is Paris, this is for you.
But when the cage door closed, Doumbé let his fists do the talking.
Big John McCarthy ready to join us remotely. Caught the kick through the punch. First engagement.
Hangs heavy on his lead leg, tries to drop. It's a very courageous way of fighting, but it's worked so well for him so far. He caught him with that cross.
Nice sprawl. Good knee. He caught the knee of the growth of our sport. Jaleel mixed martial arts.
Really good punch pressure from.
Just brushes the beard of Cedric Doumbé.
Nice front kick up the center line. Doumbé tries to catch it.
Calm and focused, he delivered a brutal beatdown, finishing Willis in the very first round. The loudmouth got silenced fast, proving once again that talking tough is easy, but backing it up is what matters. Harper went into her home arena as the heavily favored, undefeated champion, with people betting massively on her. She looked incredible early on, confidently boxing from outside, but she had her hands slightly low, and that was what Alicia Baumgardner was studying.
Impose her style and her authority. Some momentum at the end of this, why she became world champion in the first place. Solid shots again from Baumgardner with a right hand over the top and half range from Shannon Courtney, although Courtney had failed at the scales, and now another right hand. Holstrom in this very
waiting all the time to sort of let it go.
By the fourth round, Baumgardner exploded forward with a single right hand that ended the fight with 6 rounds still remaining.
The waist of Harper at the end of this contest, as she walks onto her right hand and she stands virtually stock still in the center to this contest, and Alicia Baumgardner of the United States.
Hirata entered the cage as once undefeated, and perhaps that's something that got her cocky. She completely looked past Radzuan, treating the matchup as a mere showcase for the flashy judo strikes.
That she would have won the Atomweight Grand Prix. Front kick there from Hirata, lifted, hanging, Jihin, can she capitalize?
Spin her off. Oh, there it goes. Oh, good defense again from Jihin. Utilize the leg kicks. She's got really good leg kicks, and I'd like to see her using them.
Looks for the outside leg, and overhand right to a clinch attempt there, but Radzuan defends.
Nope. Oh, balance by the Shadow Cat, always landed on her feet.
Radzuan refused to respect the hype, systematically dismantling Hirata's defenses and picking her apart with sharp, frustrating moves throughout the fight.
Starting to grow because she's starting to push forward, and she's also starting to attempt takedowns, right? Because she's starting to catch kicks, push forward, and rush into these situations. Good sprawl.
Nice degree here, Rich, that really we're seeing the confidence grow on Jihin Radzuan.
Also, her ability to scramble and work her way back up to her feet. Oh, that was nice by Jihin.
What can she do from top position? Radzuan told us yesterday Hirata's got a very strong top game.
Look at
The flashy showboat instantly evaporated as the final round saw Hirata getting taken down with ground and pound.
High kick from Hirata.
That was nice.
With the right hand.
Good combination there into the double leg. Let's see if she can complete it. A short elbow landed by Hirata.
And a good popping right hand and a takedown. Switches to a single here.
Fulcrum basically to put her on her back. But beautifully job by Jihin as she's able to turn the corner and put Hirata down. Oh, but Jihin used it to pass.
Takes it back.
By the end, she had to clap for her opponent. Talk about a humble pie. Mayweather Jr. versus Ricky Hatton, December 8th, 2007.
All right, gentlemen. We went over the rules in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight.
In a battle of undefeated stars, Mayweather broke down Hatton with precision and patience. Before delivering one of the sharpest left hook finishes of his career. Hatton was stunning Floyd early with a quick left that made the crowd erupt.
You come inside, that's one part of it. Floyd almost went down, but part of that is because he was backing up when he got hit. He's taking away the style of one of the fighters.
But then, in round 10, Hatton lunged in recklessly, and Mayweather clipped him with a check left hook that spun Hatton sideways into the corner. He got up, but seconds later, another brutal left hook from Floyd put him down again. David Lemieux versus Curtis Stevens, March 11th, 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, make this a clean fight all times. Touch the belt.
In one of the most violent finishes in recent middleweight history,
Naked eye in the past. 100%. He looks a little fleshy to me.
Hopefully he hasn't underestimated.
David Lemieux delivered a left hook that nearly stopped time.
Money punches the left hook.
Yep, but they can hurt you with either hand, and they're throwing them.
Stevens was finding moments with counters.
Yeah, it doesn't look like either fighter wants
right
to go.
hand by Lemieux.
And Lemieux was chopping to the body like he wanted to break something.
Potential Canelo.
Oh, good hard right hand by Lemieux. Stevens was hurt by that shot.
Stevens wasn't.
He's saving himself and he's trying to knock out.
Big left hook to the body.
And eliminated the first round, and Curtis Stevens came back.
But then came round 3. Lemieux landed a tight, vicious left that shut everything down. Stevens dropped like a tree.
He came here clearly expecting to win. In fact, it's a particularly strong corner with Jackson.
Oh,
Stevens
out cold.
And out cold. Victory.
Even Lemieux didn't celebrate right away because he knew what he had just done. Tommy Morrison versus Donovan Ruddock, June 10th, 1955. Tommy Morrison and Donovan Razor Ruddock clashed in 1995 for the vacant IBC heavyweight title, and it was a slugfest from the start. Ruddock dropped Morrison early with a brutal right uppercut. But Morrison bounced back in round 2 with his own uppercut that forced a standing 8 count. Ruddock looked close to finishing it in round 6 until Morrison countered a missed uppercut with a thunderous left hook that floored Ruddock. Ruddock got up, but Morrison overwhelmed him with a final barrage, forcing the TKO.
10 more seconds, and it's a long one. He will not do it. It's over.
That left hook changed everything. Donovan Ruddock versus Michael Dokes, April 4th, 1990.
Does not belong on the inside. See that short left hook that stunned.
In April 1990, Ruddock delivered one of the most devastating left hook knockouts in heavyweight history.
Here's that counter by Dokes again. Jab. He threw a straight right hand and a right uppercut. And Ruddock comes back strong.
Facing former WBA champ Michael Dokes, the fight was close through 3 rounds.
But he doesn't, and it's Dokes coming back. And Dokes with these short punches.
Until Ruddock detonated a brutal left hook in the 4th. It snapped Dokes' head and sent him staggering into the ropes.
A long fight, not using his legs at all.
Before Dokes could recover, Ruddock followed up with 2 more crushing left hooks that dropped him flat on the canvas.
Dokes went down to the second straight. Dokes is down, and he may be out. It's all over. It's all over.
David Tua versus Oleg Maskayev, April 5th, 1997.
People think he reminds them in style of Mike Tyson, and again, a lot of it has to do with his weight representative, listed because of illness. The 2-time Soviet champion.
This one looked like a potential upset in the making.
Big left hand got through over the guard of Maskayev.
There's a left hook, a little bit low, a little bit south of the border. Again, Maskayev was waiting to get hit.
Right up until the 11th round. Tua was trailing on the cards, getting picked off by Maskayev's jab all night until the 11th round.
Again, Maskayev was waiting to get hit. And when you wait to get hit, you get hit.
That's when Tua finally cornered him and unleashed a left hook from hell. One clean shot, Maskayev's body shut down midair.
Weight representative, listed because of illness. The 2-time Soviet champion, super heavyweight division.
Eyes rolled back, and he crashed to the canvas. No count needed. That left hook was pure TNT. Canelo Alvarez versus Carlos Baldomir, September 18th, 2010.
The crowd is cheering Canelo because he's an unusual-looking Mexican.
And this crowd is pumped.
Not a few of this crowd have come to see Alvarez.
Here he is. Called.
In just the 6th round of their 2010 clash, 20-year-old Canelo Alvarez delivered a left hook that had people in the Staples Center screaming.
Alvarez clearly getting the better of Baldomir in round 1.
For 1 round in this case.
Yeah. Another one of those hooks. His trainer calls it the fast Baldomir lands a few punches, stepping inside.
Up to that point, the young Mexican was in full control, picking apart Carlos Baldomir with sharp jabs, body shots, and crisp counters.
They're standing almost in a toe-to-toe stance, fall apart. And
break.
But it was that left, short, tight, and perfectly timed that ended everything.
And this is dazzling.
Down, biggest moment of the night.
Baldomir, who had never been knocked out in over 50 fights, went down face first and didn't move for several seconds. Bradis Prescott versus Amir Khan, September 6th, 2008. Nonito Donaire versus Vic Darchinyan, July 7, 2007.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current NABF champion, Nonito Donaire. Is the undefeated IBF and IBO flyweight champion of the world, Vic Darchinyan.
Nonito Donaire walked into the ring as the underdog against the unbeaten Vic Darchinyan, who had steamrolled his way through the flyweight division.
In advance. We'll soon find out, Al.
I like that explanation.
Donaire picked his shots and countered Darchinyan's wild aggression with sharp precision.
Land that night, didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Big left uppercut attempt there by Donaire that can really wear you down. His left, which is the correct thing to do.
In round 5, as Darchinyan lunged forward, Donaire whipped a lightning-fast left hook that landed flush.
But when he does, Donaire is counterpunching him so
coming up to the midway point of round 5.
Donaire working well. Oh my!
Look out! Darchinyan down for the first time!
Darchinyan crashed to the canvas, stunned and trying to stand on spaghetti legs. The ref didn't even need a full count. Imagine calling someone a skanky stripper, ruining the sport of boxing, and then getting knocked out by the same person.
Leeds, England. Co-main event, Saturday night.
You said she's not a skanky stripper, she's a skanky wannabe stripper.
Champion Ebony Bridges, who wore her down round after round after round.
Kayla Harrison didn't even fight Larissa Pacheco and was focused on her next opponent. That was the kind of delusional confidence she had. In the PFL finals, she boasted about her immortality.
It's hard to have heavy hands from your back, so I wish her the best of luck with that game plan. My focus is on Caitlin Young, July 1st, and then I'll go from there.
But Larissa Pacheco made her look human that day. This was their third fight.
Fight in the blue, Larissa Pacheco in the gray.
And Pacheco immediately disrupted Harrison for 4 rounds.
Pacheco in a southpaw stance, kicks the legs out from under Harrison.
Some poor soul in the training environment. Nice double, nice level change. Good.
There's a single leg attempt here.
Nice. On the pipe. Beautiful job.
Oh, Pacheco's on the neck.
Choke attempt.
And this is where Larissa's going to have to manage clinching with her and then disengaging. Oh, right hand. Harrison coming in aggressively with strikes. Grabs a single. Pacheco with some right leg of Larissa Pacheco.
Runs the pipe. Nice job by Harrison. Running the pipe. Pacheco trying to kick her over. Scrambling, not conceding the position. Absolutely the right attitude. Legs into the fight earlier in this. She needs to get her legs back in the fight, create some space.
Shoulder lock from this position.
Trying to get that arm across.
Nice work by Pacheco to get back up and to
Kayla right back in.
Opportunity, Sean, to break away and disengage. Oh, she's now trying to attack the back. Look at this. I'll tell you what, Pacheco's still hitting very hard on the separation. Pacheco's still chasing me.
By the 5th, Harrison was exhausted, had no backup plan, and got hammer-fisted even though she was the one mounting her opponent.
Rousseau comes with nice knees up the middle. Nice mixing of her strikes there. Hammer fist from the top here. Larissa Pacheco going to work again.
Second and third efforts by Kayla to try and finish this takedown. Hammer fist. Head outside single now.
Hanging heavy on Kayla trying to finish this crackdown, but that sprawl is nasty from Pacheco. She's just trying to get back to her feet. Because she's got the far side wrist. One last breath before the final 30 seconds. And then she goes to work with the hammer fist again. I tell you.
The fight ended in a decision win to Pacheco and forever humbled Kayla.
Larissa Pacheco!
Eric Butterbean was known as the huge knockout machine, but Mitchell Rose wasn't buying the hype.
Butterbean got trouble today. There, this is all Rose is out. Big right hand by Rose.
Rose flipped the script and shocked everyone by handing the giant a defeat. This was proof that even the biggest names can get humbled. Emmanuel Yarbrough entered the ring weighing a jaw-dropping 600 pounds, while his opponent, Takada, weighed only 167 pounds.
Daiju's got to use movement is what he's got to use.
This is what he needs. Punching. Right.
Everyone thought the smaller man was doomed. It looked like a sumo wrestler versus a stick figure.
Yarbrough has slowed. Yarbrough hustling now. I'm telling you, it's this is not good.
But in just seconds, Takada shocked the world by making the giant tap out.
This is horrible. This is like Jaws. This is like Jaws. He's got to get out of there. No, get out! Get out! Oh my God! Oh my God! He tapped out. Unbelievable!
Whoa! Oh my! 483 pounds difference.
The South Korean giant walked in looking unstoppable, towering over everyone like a real-life monster. However, Mirko Krokop wasn't impressed at all. He treated the size difference as if it didn't exist. Within moments, Mirko Krokop landed his shot and knocked the big man out cold. Mikhail was being arrogant. He thought Alexander's calm face meant fear. But nope, dude was just waiting for the right time. As soon as the fight started, Alexander turned into a sniper, landing sharp punches like it was target practice. 1 round later, the giant was on the floor. Bob Sapp, the giant who scared people with his size, came in swinging like a bulldozer.
U nogama, u glavi vidjet ćemo, mišići su tu, deće. Čuveni Sugarfoot Sefo, nema nikakvu tehniku, ali kakva je ovo masa.
He even started trash-talking mid-fight, a big mistake. Sefo calmly waited, then KO'd him in round 2.
Oho! Sve što treba da uradi je da spusti ruke i primi udarac. Sapp se pretvorio u gomilu ničega. I to je bilo to što...
That's called talk less, punch smart. El Gigante showed up looking scary, but Sahakyan treated him like a punching bag. The smaller man dropped him and finished with a flurry of punches, proof that skill beats size every single time. On February 22, 2025, at Riyadh Season, Ajit Kabayel basically just sent our eyes bulging as he overpowered China's Zhilei Zhang with a 6th-round knockout to claim the vacant WBC interim heavyweight title.
Coming off those big knockout winners. He's gone. Kabayel, and he's looking to do the same again. Takes a count. It's the body shots that are undoing him, and he's absolutely in agony here. Zhilei Zhang, will he make the count? Ajit Kabayel celebrating.
Actually, Zhang started strong, landing heavy shots, but Kabayel weathered the storm, gradually wearing him down with relentless bodywork. After surviving a 5th-round knockdown,
exhausted, look at the mouth wide open, and he's shipping punishment here.
What a countering shot from Zhilei Zhang, and Kabayel walked into that, and when the German was having all the success, there's the power of Big Bang.
Kabayel overwhelmed Zhang in round 6, finishing at 229. This victory cements Kabayel's rise as a serious heavyweight contender.
It's the 26th victory for Ajit Kabayel, and it's the most important on this huge night. And now, will they believe in this German?
In In a stunning case of powerful performance, the 20-year-old heavyweight sensation Moses Itauma did it again. He delivered a first-round knockout to veteran Dillian White in just 119 seconds at the A&B Arena in Riyadh.
Nice right hook again.
Body shots, hand speed. At the moment, all too much for Dillian White. He's hurt, and he's gone. Body shot for Itauma. White in desperate trouble. And very early, can he survive this? Big punches, raining in. He's all over the place. Referee having a close look. And Itauma. The clock is ticking.
Itauma, now 13-0 with 11 KOs, overwhelmed White with a barrage of punches.
Target, and once he got you hit on the temple there, he had him in trouble straight away. Didn't rush his way. Watch this, a couple of shots, takes a step back automatically. Nothing's coming back. Picking his shots, not getting too close down, not getting those feet too close.
Ending the whole thing in a right hook that floored White. The referee halted the bout at 1:59 of round 1, meaning this was Itauma's 8th first-round knockout. In a bout that ended up being a little bit too controversial for comfort, David Adelai faced Jimmy Tishikeva for the vacant British heavyweight title at the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester. Adelai delivered a surefire move in the 6th round that sent Tishikeva down. The problem is, the punch landed just as the referee had called for a break.
He saw something on the body of TKB and it's making him, I'm not too sure what it was that he was...
Putting the legality of the shot into question. Still, Adelai secured the victory and added the British title to his credentials.
Flush, it was a great shot, it really was.
He's complaining in the corner there, Barry Smith, saying the referee said break. Ben Davison shaking his head, looking at us here.
Well, Barry Smith saying they call break. Ron Kearney, he's shaking his head.
Portman Road in England, on the fateful day of June 7th, Fabio Wardley had us at the edge of our seats in a dramatic 10th round knockout against Justice Hooney.
The young heavyweight heir apparent possibly watching on from ringside. So many hovering around, waiting for a shot. Usyk and Dubois meet Joseph Parker, Ajit Kabayel. There's all sorts of heavyweight.
This was the moment the vacant WBA interim heavyweight title went into Wardley's hands.
Interim heavyweight champion of the world from Ipswich, England, Fabio Wardley.
Sure, he was trailing on all scorecards and absorbing punishment for 9 rounds, but Wardley still sent Hooney to the canvas and secured the victory. The next fight had an upset written all over it. Roger Mayweather was the reigning champion. His opponent was Rocky Lockridge, fierce and deadly. No one saw what came next. As soon as the fight began, Lockridge put the pressure on Mayweather. Mayweather launched some speed shots to Lockridge's face, but they weren't enough. Both fighters tested each other in the ring, but then Rocky found a weakness. He started targeting Mayweather's body, and then a torpedo went straight through Mayweather's skull, putting him down for good. In just round 1, Lockridge became the new champion and ended Mayweather's reign. Peter Quillen vs. Antoine Hedgemond, August 4th, 2005. Quillen jumped on Hedgemond right from the start, blasting him with a vicious left hook that knocked his mouthpiece out.
Aggressiveness you want to see as Quillen goes to work, knocks out the mouthpiece of Hedgemond.
Quillen tore into him again, landing clean jabs and heavy lefts.
That left hook is devastating for Quillen. He's looking for it now. And down goes Hedgemond.
Another sharp hook dropped Hedgemon hard to the canvas. After a brief break to replace the mouthpiece, Quillen stayed on him, cutting off the ring and hammering him with a brutal left.
Nothing sweet and nice about this. Shades of Corrales Castillo, a knockdown. The mouthpiece comes out to recover. It might not matter if he hit today.
Quillen moving in, attacking the body, keeps his hands up jab lands, followed by the right hand, another left hook, assortment of skill. Very tenacious. There's another sharp left hook. Hedman in all kinds of trouble.
Quillen's got to be a little careful not to get too close, because he's smothering his own power.
They are really exchanging punches now. Hedman in all kinds of trouble. Quillen.
That finished the job. Hedgemon collapsed,
And Hedman, puts him to sleep.
and the fight was waved off before he could take any more damage.
You see the end. This is right above us. Quillen teeing off. Brian made the comment that he was out on his feet.
David Tua versus John Ruiz, March 15th, 1996.
David Tua, the WBC International Heavyweight Champion, John Ruiz.
From the start, Tua walked Ruiz down and exploded with a huge left hook that landed clean.
225. Having a reach advantage here. We'll see how he uses it. Tua with a big left hook, and Ruiz in trouble.
Ruiz staggered, tried to grab on, but Tua swarmed him with another crushing shot that dropped him flat.
Tua comes right at him. Another big bomb, and Ruiz is down. This could almost be over now.
Wow, it was brutal. The referee stepped in at the count of 5.
He comes right in, and before John Ruiz can recover, Tua is all over him. One more right hand, another one in there.
Stopping it just 19 seconds into the fight.
Get the time listed. That's the one there that maybe didn't have to get in.
Filip Hrgović versus Gregory Corbin, May 25th, 2019.
Heavyweight champion Gregory Bad News Corbin. El Animo Hrgović.
The Croatian boxer didn't need much time to make a statement against Corbin. From the start, Corbin tried to crouch and slip shots, but his rhythm was easy to read.
In front of him, fights behind the 1-2 with a very, very sharp jab.
He used to spar with Vander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe, who suffered some of the most famous low blows ever.
Less than a minute in, Hrgović caught him clean with a massive right hand just above the ear, and Corbin dropped like a stone.
Okay, he told us at the fighter meeting, I don't care if I can't box. I head to the right a little bit too much for my liking.
Oh, right hand, right on the ear, and Corbin is down less than a minute into this fight.
Corbin protested, pointing at the back of his head, but the replay didn't lie.
It's tempo in the ear.
And it looks clean, Sergio.
No, it's clean.
Right by the ear.
It was a clean shot. This fight gives us the lesson that you shouldn't trash talk, especially when it's your BKFC debut. Van Zandt looked at Hart and thought she was a mere stepping stone in her career.
Punches, Hart fired right back.
Hart immediately destroyed those dreams and made it a bloody fight from the opening bell. Van Zandt looked completely shell-shocked by the sheer intensity of bare fists.
Side plum right there, but it's Bret Hart who's throwing the body punches right now.
To the body from Britton Hart.
Paige is just holding on right now. She's got to learn how to use those punches in there. Getting the way that last round went.
Counter on the right hand from Hart. Now working off from the back foot. Stepping in with the 3-punch combination. Hart lands the right hand. Van Zandt firing back with the left. Now Bretton Hart to the body. House under her left eye is popped. Oh, Hart a big right hand.
And by the end of the decision, she looked like a humbled princess.
To the inside, the bell, the end of our main event.
Britain! 4.0!
Rena was the undisputed poster girl of Japanese MMA, entering the arena with massive media fanfare and complete invincibility. But during her fight with Kana Asakura, her hype was ignored. Kana instantly closed the distance to bypass her opponent's striking. Before the superstar could even adjust, Kana Asakura dragged her down and finished the match in a way millions of viewers never expected. Virgil Ortiz Jr. came in hot and heavy in his fight against Thomas Dulorme. Dulorme was a former world title challenger, but his strength was fading fast.
Protect yourselves at all times and listen to my commands. Touch him up.
Round 1 began, and Dulorme started landing body shots on Ortiz. But Ortiz remained calm and composed and started to take down Thomas piece by piece.
A little not going for the knockout, just straight jabs. Yeah, Dulorme told us that in those sparring.
He started targeting Thomas's body and discovered a weak point. And then, out of nowhere, Ortiz detonated a landmine to Dulorme's body, and he crumbled like a cookie.
When he's out of range. So that's
good shot to the body. And rolling around in a heap.
He is not getting up.
And he knew exactly what he hit him with.
In just the first round, Ortiz managed to fold his opponent like a pretzel and won the fight. Roy Jones was an absolute force in boxing. His opponent was Montel Griffin. Both fighters met before, but their first fight was somewhat controversial. But Roy Jones wasn't going to let the insult slide. The rematch would be different. Montel came in confident, like his father owned the arena, but Roy came in prepared for an execution.
Griffin was simply more trash than Roy Jones compactor. Roy Jones is a...
As soon as the fight began, Roy Jones pounced on his opponent like he was barbecue at a buffet, and then Roy launched a missile that Montel ate on his face.
Let me tell you, that first left hook hurt Griffin.
Calls it a knockdown, saying that only the ropes kept Griffin up.
Jones kept on putting the pressure on Montel that caused his opponent to break, and he started rolling on the floor like a toddler.
It's benefiting by us. Oh, what a left hook. What a left hook.
Second knockdown of the round.
That was a leaping left hook, and Griffin may not survive it.
He's got time. And that's that. Jones gets his vindication via a first round knockout.
The Chinese Kung Fu Panda Aorigele and the man who had a tree trunk for his neck, Bob Sapp, decided it would be best to fight each other. Both fighters launched on each other like they emptied each other's fridges. Sapp tried to squeeze the marshmallow, but Aorigele refused to back down. And then the Kung Fu Panda threw an endless barrage of punches at the meathead. Sapp dropped like a log, and the fight was over within mere seconds. The undefeated fighter Joe Messi walked up to fight against DeVarrell Williamson, but he never saw what came next. Williamson was confident that could erase Macy's undefeated streak.
And you can see that both fighters...
The fight began with a bang, and Williamson targeted Macy's face with his long reach. Macy managed to get in a few good shots, but that wasn't enough to beat his opponent.
Very vulnerable for straight punches. Macy. The body is there and available to Joe, and he starts to go to it with the left hook. Good right hand by Macy as he ducked to left and came back.
And then he launched a machine gun that restructured his opponent's face. Williamson couldn't even dodge the punches and fell on the floor without a second thought.
And Williamson's hurt. Joe Macy's got an early opportunity. Down he goes. Crystal 6, 7, 8. That's it. 50-second knockout for Joe Macy.
The fight was over within 1 minute and 50 seconds. Two absolute beasts, Mariusz Pudzianowski and Michal Materla, met each other at the KSW International event. Pudzianowski came in looking like an elephant. On the other hand, Materla was dead serious at defeating his opponent. After a few trial punches, Pudzianowski launched on Materla like he owed him money and started clobbering him. After eating a full bowl of gunpowder from Pudzianowski, Materla became cautious.
They've settled into this, but just look at the meat and the veg. It's a knockdown! Pudzianowski with an...
Christy Martin versus Bethany Payne. On November 9th, 1996, Christy Martin faced Bethany Payne in an insanely hyped-up bout.
Bellis, the referee, and here we go, the way they were talking.
From the opening bell, Martin dominated.
Payne started out as a southpaw and now has switched immediately to orthodox.
That momentarily dazed Payne. A right uppercut to the ribs by Payne, but did no damage.
Overwhelming Payne with a barrage of punches.
The skills and execution, as does
about it, but wild.
In the first round, Martin landed a powerful combination that sent Payne reeling.
Bethany Payne. There's a lead right hand by Bethany Payne. Counter punch, straight right hand by Martin. A little more. Combination at the bell.
The referee stepped in to stop the fight, awarding Martin a first-round technical knockout victory.
A good puncher. She comes over the top with that right hand. That's what started it. And there you see Payne is pretty much out. It was one shot.
This match showcased Martin's prowess and solidified her status in women's boxing. This pair put on a show of last-second knockouts that had fans buzzing about how they saw a shadow of none other than Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Colosso.
He missed the shot that did bring back the hand in time. Colosso stayed calm and delivered the right hook that ended it.
As he knocked out Ortiz hard enough to have him sent straight into the ropes, almost like it's a panel from a superhero comic book. This wildly unexpected moment is exactly what made Colosso become known as one of the major boxers. Darnell Wilson versus David Nino Rodriguez. In Atlantic City on December 14th, 2013.
Couple of left hooks. That forces the action in the ring.
Darnell the Ding-a-ling Man. Wilson stunned the heavyweight world.
Getting close on the body. That's by Rodriguez here. That's been his bread and butter so far in this.
The bigger, stronger guy, it's important that he uses his physical advantages. You see him push Wilson up. Big left hook by Wilson.
Trailing on the scorecards in the 6th and final round, Wilson wore down the undefeated David Rodriguez with totally unforgiving bodywork and sharp jabs.
Measure and land some good punches, like a right and a left there.
Big left hook by Wilson there. His timing in here, and Wilson.
Then, with the clock winding down of round 6, Wilson let loose a crushing left hook that knocked Rodriguez out of commission.
On this fight, Kenny, and maybe even a possible knockout if you can catch him again.
36-0 in his career. It's all over. This fight's over. Wilson has knocked him out.
Legs thrown up and all. The referee waved it off immediately. An unforgettable last-second knockout that shattered Rodriguez's 36-0 record.
Andre Ward vs. Chad Dawson, September 8th, 2012.
Is an illustrator of how important California feels this fight to be.
Meanwhile, you got two guys who can move around pretty well.
This was supposed to be a real clash. Two champs, same frame, different divisions.
In there. Lands the one punch. And here comes Ward, setting up his left hook again. And again.
But Ward put on a clinic. That brutal left hook late in the fight. Ward clipped him clean, and Dawson's legs straight up gave out.
And Ward created his own opportunities time and again. I think it was off the top of the head. That's
not a clean fall, not right away. You could see the classic chicken dance coming.
160, and some of those fighters are relatively large 160s, and Ward just rocked Dawson again.
The third knockdown said it all, and when Dawson got up, it was written all over his face. He didn't want any more of that.
Just rocked Dawson again with another left hook, and Dawson's legs are gone, and there's the third knockdown of the fight.
Dawson may be calling an end to this himself.
And that's a wise choice.
He's done.
Here's Ward just putting his punches together.
David Hay versus Jean-Marc Mormac, November 10th, 2007.
Digging body shot by Hay. Mormac hasn't opened up at all yet. There's a lot of that.
Piece to the forehead. Now you hear Mormek. Double jabs, and then comes by Mormek.
We can definitely say that it one of the most unforgettable chicken dance moments in boxing.
For it sooner or later, just pick this up. Oh, and he hits him with a good shot, and he hurt him. Hit him with the right hand, and he...
In round 4, Mormek cracked him with a short left hook, followed by a clean right over the top. He barely bit the count.
Just grazed him. He really didn't get a nice job scrambling. Watch Hay when he gets hit and realizes he's in a bit of trouble. He doesn't.
What's crazy is how fast he regrouped. Like, one moment he's doing the chicken dance, and just a few rounds later, he's unloading a vicious combo that drops Mormek for good.
Now Mormek's starting to get hit, and down he goes! Mormek may not be able to recover. And 5 and 6, it looks like he'd be ending it up.
Classic comeback, but man, that dance. Ryan Jett versus Cub Hawkins. At the BYB 25 weigh-in, things got wild when Ryan Jett slapped Cub Hawkins mid-banana bite, literally.
Hey, man. Bare knuckle. Chill. You good. No, I can't let that slide. I can't let that slide. Listen. Don't blow your chance. Yeah. Don't blow it. Now, once again. Say no for the right. But no, do nothing. You're here because of me. So thank me. Get on your knees and thank me. Bitch, I gave you this chance. You know what, man. Yeah, we'll see. Shit to people that I don't want to fight. Like, if you ask me, how's this fight gonna go, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna clip him early.
Jett later claimed he wasn't about to let Hawkins smash a banana in his face.
Hawkins
guys have big power. Good shots here landed.
Jett in the corner. Hawkins trying to keep him there. Ryan Jett looking to connect as well.
Both guys have a good sense of timing, so it's a good hook there.
Yep, mouthpiece out. Flurry by Cub Hawkins.
Boom. That was a big hook there from Hawkins. As Jett jumps off the gun. Oh, good right hand there from
Cub acknowledged it.
Man, Jett walked right into that one.
Yep.
From Jett.
It's his second one this round, Paul.
Yep. Jett writhed in pain after that one.
Yeah.
And he's back on the corner now.
And now Cub Hawkins looking to finish it right here. Sam Liera was a fight that was like, Ryan Jett was a mess, but...
Things ended with security jumping in, but no one was around to save Jett when Hawkins punched the daylights out of him during the actual bout, using his skills and anger to draw more than a little blood.
Replays here. See some of these shots landing, but you see a lot of them are just grazing.
Hands against the ropes thrown by big shots from Hawkins. Mentally weak. That was the last day. I think Cub Hawkins was mentally weak.
Jett being smart with the head movement.
And Wayne Spinola was right there. The Hawkins pretty much
there's been a penalty. There's been consequences for their stop.
Unless it's stopped. And it is all over! Cub Hawkins of Ryan Jett. And he will go home with the belt. The Savage.
Joel Casamayor versus Juan Manuel Marquez.
To lead, but he believes he can do it and do it safe.
They always say, do silly things, get silly surprises. And that's exactly what happened to Joel Casamayor, who couldn't get enough of disrespecting Juan Manuel Marquez pre-fight.
Press conference in LA, both wearing sombreros. And this is a very animated Joel Casamayor, being very disrespectful, putting the hands in the face of Marquez, touching Marquez. A lot of bad with Marquez at the weigh-in last night, looking very fit. Joel Casamayor. Oh, even at the weigh-in itself, again, with the mouth flapping and the bad words being exchanged by the two. Cuba and Mexico, a lot of pride at stake and flags being taunted in front of each other. We got a barn burner on our hands here.
And Marquez was obliged to return the favor during the fight, adjusting like clockwork to Casamayor's moves, despite taking hits in the first 5 rounds.
Left hand by Casamayor here. They're both giving themselves enough room to work on the inside. And nice combination from Marquez. Marquez much more aggressive in that last round. I thought if anybody has dominated, straight left hand back in there again. Yeah, and Marquez right now, you'll see here Marquez starting to press the advantage when he tries to counter and not landing, and then with that right hand, which has been very effective for him. Yeah, Marquez had 2 strong rounds in a row. Look at that looping right hand. Pound-for-pound fighters in the world, even though he lost to Mayapon. You can see on the replay here just how much quicker his hands inside bip. Yeah, and quite honestly, asking for more combinations. I thought Marquez threw a ton of combinations. Slowed a little, and Casamigno's come on a little bit. I never understand that theory.
As the fight wore on, Marquez's counters took over. In the 11th round, he dropped Casamayor twice and secured the win.
Here. Now he really starts to take the play away. This is the straight right. Left hand, right hand. Than he would have normally choose to be. To the right hand from the left hand by Marquez. Well, took a good shot right. A lot of times people see a brawl, they think that's a good fight. And he drops him with a big right hand. Big right hand. Tries to get him turned. It won't take a lot. Marquez trying to finish the deal here. Remember, Casamayor has never been knocked out. He's down again, and that's it. It's over. Juan Manuel Marquez. The performance he wanted to be dominant. He'd been down, but not out.
Esparza spent months aggressively running her mouth, claiming Estrada was a protected princess and ducking real competition.
She's a compulsive liar.
Oh. What's she lying about?
Marlene Esparza is delusional, everybody. She tried to lie to get signed. She lies about the things I say. She tries to play victim all the time when she does it too. She talks about me too.
She walked to the center of the ring with extreme confidence, only for her to be outclassed in every single way.
Minute is going to be crucial. Denise Estrada puts her head down. She's pushing her down. That way she can take it.
Good, crisp round here as we go to.
I admit it, it's going to be crucial.
Esparza. Counter right.
See the size difference as well. Esparza's a bigger fighter. Ask me who's your favorite fighter. I say my mother because she's a bigger person coming in. So big body shot there by Estrada. That's what she needs to focus on.
Digging into the body is Estrada. Gash on the forehead of Marlon Esparza. Wow. And look, maybe it doesn't, but I'm looking at it.
He's dealing with that cut, feeling that blood.
And you've noticed we have stopped talking about
with Tyson Fury, which is paw at that cut.
They're trying to get out on that angle.
But as soon as the 9th round hit, Esparza's forehead looked like a blood mess.
He's keeping everything under control with something called epinephrine, which is actually adrenaline. I think it's necessary to stop the fight because
in between rounds to see if they can control stop it at all.
Thank you, Steve. But the reality is, Brian.
And the decision that came after will shock you.
Fight's over.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow, it's over. Now, who stopped that fight?
Superman, Denise Estrada.
Chanel Dyer faced Veronica Esser at Hexagon MMA 7 in France. Dyer controlled the stand-up throughout the first round.
Striking combination. Oh! You can already see the redness on the professional fighter. Oh, definitely. I also really like the way that she's big shoulder over the throne with the speed of a jab. I mean, look at anything to critique. This is almost a picture-perfect performance so far by Dyer. Giving up her back, does so. Chanel lands a big shot.
With just seconds left, she landed a spinning back fist that knocked Esser out.
Opening ride and what has been a fantastic... Oh! Shot! Unbelievable! Oh! She does it! What a performance debut by Chanel Dyer. That was a devastating spinning attack, which as we can see...
Chanel, the Nightmare Dyer!
Clara Penniquin stepped into Infusion 125 like she had no interest in a long fight.
Stare down.
Coralie Robert came in ready to compete, but Penniquin immediately took control with her reach and sharp striking. Then it happened, a clean shot to the head that snapped everything in place.
Needs to be busier. There you go.
Shot, she is out.
Straight out, that did.
That's a lovely left head kick.
So in a bit of shock.
She's
what's
a lot of
happened.
shock, but I mean,
The crowd getting behind her.
Jamie Thornton walked into this fight carrying the nickname Pretty Assassin, which is honestly one of the boldest pieces of self-branding in combat sports. Sabina Mazo, just 20 years old and only in her third professional fight, spent 4 minutes and 40 seconds calmly controlling distance and looking absolutely unbothered.
Mazo can make her pay. Outside leg kick from Thornton. Is that hard enough? Pat glancing right hand. So Mazo round in her career.
Then, with literally 10 seconds left in the round, Mazo threw a head kick so clean and so precise that Thornton was completely unconscious before her body even remembered it needed to hit the floor.
Not physically imposing, but technically superior. Being very patient.
Sabina, Colombian Queen Mazo.
Wilder talked about warrior hearts and dying in the ring.
You can feel the energy that we're not playing no games. I'm a warrior. I got a warrior mentality. I got a warrior mindset. I got a warrior heart. And I'll die for what I believe in. I'm willing to die in the ring for what I believe in.
Jang Listen then knocked him so hard in round 5.
There he goes. Oh, jeez. And down goes the bronze bomber.
This fight is finished.
It's over. Big bang. Shaylee Zhang has just knocked out Deontay Wilder.
Wilder almost rethought his life choices. Moral of the story, speeches don't win fights, punches do. Roger DeLay, the 6'8" giant, walked in thinking it was going to be a light workout. Instead, Bruno flipped the script, dragged him to the ground, and made him tap faster than a guy searching for Wi-Fi. That's what happens when size meets Brazilian strength. Nigel Benn versus Ian Chandler, November 24th, 1986.
Change of surroundings for seconds out this week. We're in the old Fenland capital of Wisbech in Cambridgeshire. His name is Nigel Benn. He's from West Ham, and he should feel at home here in the Fens because...
Before most fans could settle in, Ben had already ended it. Facing Ian Chandler in Wisbech, Ben came in locked and loaded. Chandler tried to step forward, but walked straight into a perfect right hand. 16 seconds, one punch. Out cold. Damn.
For the crowd here in Wisbech to see, for my money, the most exciting prospect in British boxing at the moment. Nigel Benn in the golden trunks. And that is one Ian Chandler is down. He's very close to us and he will not get up from that.
The crowd barely had time to react. It was quick, clean, and honestly, there wasn't much more to say. Just that Ben was on a different level that night.
Okay, it was early on in the fight, but if anybody with that punch, they would have probably gone on the floor.
14. Bernard Hopkins versus Steve Frank, January 27, 1996.
The rated middleweight contender known as Steve Lionheart Frank. Tonight he is making the first defense of his title. Please welcome Bernard the Executioner Hopkins.
Hopkins came out like he had somewhere to be. Frank, stepping in last minute, looked frozen before Hopkins even threw.
Now Frank's idea is stay away, jab, don't give too much ground.
Then bang.
To fight him later in the fight. Good right hand, right out of the box, down goes Frank. Right there. First punch of the night.
A sharp right hand followed by 2 left hooks and a final uppercut put Frank on the deck just seconds in.
He might come out and take a shot early because conditioning will be a factor later. Here, he doesn't take a shot, he looks.
You barely had time to sit down, 24 seconds, and it was already over.
Came out real slow and just looking, dropped the hand and walked right into a nice right hand, crisp, sharp right hand by the champion Hopkins, and that was it.
Jermaine Taylor versus Alex Rios, January 9th, 2004.
What should we be looking for from Jermaine Taylor?
Fans out there are going to see faster hands by Taylor. Taylor's quick, stands straight up at a distance and uses that stick, the long jab, and finally, a knockout.
Atlas on what to expect from the southpaw Alex Rios.
Look for him to eat some uppercuts. He's very susceptible to this punch. Legs a little too wide. He's got a habit of spreading his feet way out. And finally, watch for him to try to get close.
Taylor didn't get a workout, he got a wipeout.
Current middleweight champion of the world, Bernard Hopkins. Do you think it adds almost too much pressure for a prospect course of a future Hall of Famer like Bernard Hopkins?
I don't think he should be.
Less than a minute into the first round, Taylor cracked Rios with a short left to the body.
People are not going to rush him. I think that would be a rush right now. I think he's not going to get to test. There's a lot of seasoning, a lot of smarts in front of him. I think Taylor is going to have to be tested a little bit.
Then followed it with an overhand right that sent Rios collapsing backward into the corner.
In that kind of fight, people will feel funny, and there's no test tonight, like I said. No test tonight. He's going to have...
Rios was out cold for several seconds.
It is over. Setting up with a jab, and then bang!
54 seconds in, it was over. Taylor barely even broke a sweat. One clean shot, and the whole fight vanished. Interesting. Johnny Gonzalez versus Abner Maris, August 24th, 2013.
It's showtime!
Nobody expected it to end so fast. Maris came out aggressive, looking to control the fight.
Bearstein, as his head trainer, this was a few years ago.
What about a guy who gets up into his age bracket? Does he have one?
He's had a lot of fights.
A lot of fights and a lot of war.
On the other hand, Gonzalez stayed calm and landed a perfect left hook that sent Mares crashing to the canvas.
And there you can see him trying to test on Gonzalez, that slapping right hand. Now Mares rushes him. Legs look good for 31. Oh my God! Down goes Mares, and Mares is badly hurt.
Mares got up, clearly hurt, and Gonzalez didn't hesitate.
You want to continue? Walk to me. Mares in real trouble here.
He poured on the pressure, and the ref stepped in at 2:55 of the first.
Gonzalez coming in.
This would be a tremendous Mares out of here.
Gonzalez putting it all out there right now.
Oh my goodness, unbelievable.
Just like that, Gonzalez proved he still had that fight-ending power.
A first round knock.
Two-fisted assault from Johnny Gonzalez, but it's the left that's doing the damage.
Brian Scott versus Courage Chabalala, December 14th, 1996.
Among the three men to have knocked Scott out are Jorge Luis Gonzalez, who did it on the day after Scott's wedding in 19...
Chabalala made a mistake. He gave Scott some courage he didn't have in the beginning.
Midway through the second round, Scott slipped inside and nailed Chabalala with a flush right, making him do the chicken moves.
And Chabalala can benefit once he gets a lot of confidence and mix it up.
Chabalala takes a hard right hand inside by Scott, and Chabalala is stunned.
His legs went stiff, then wobbled like spaghetti as he tried to stay upright, arms flailing to keep balance. Scott saw him stumbling and unloaded a savage barrage of right hands until Chabalala finally collapsed.
He landed something with muscle on it, and something more than muscle. So I guess that home cooking must have done him some good, George.
Oh, but that's married life.
He tried to beat the count, but his body wasn't responding.
No! He's not. That's it.
Alex Arthur versus Woody Greenway, March 26, 2003.
Blew him away too. Commonwealth Games gold medalist 1998. You never know. It's good defensive work from him, though. The left hook to the body.
Late in the second round, Arthur clipped Greenway with a left hook high on the temple, and that's when things got strange.
Greenway take. And he's just there, clipped around the top of the head and goes down. That can be a...
Greenway's body didn't go down, but he did this half stumble, half spin that had chicken dance written all over it.
Break. A bit awkward, Greenway, just finding it a bit difficult to get his shots on.
The ropes kept him from hitting the canvas, but just barely. As the bell rang, he staggered to his corner like he was walking through fog.
Really isn't in a bad way after this punch. Look at that. His legs go all over the place. They go again. And really, when he's behaving like that...
Arthur, still green as a pro, kept his composure and didn't rush in. But man, everyone watching could see Greenway was done.
And really, when he's behaving like that, that was time to pull him out, I think. Now the referee's going over to the corner. He's going to have a word.
Marcos Maidana versus Adrian Broner, December 14th, 2013. Broner had never been knocked down before. Until Maidana made him flap. In round 2, Maidana landed a nasty left hook that sent Broner to the canvas hard. But it was the way Broner got up that stole the show. Full-on chicken dance across the ring. It looked wild. And just when Broner tried to recover in the 8th.
And that's obviously good for Broner, and that's about Broner. Straight right hand by Broner, Maidana with a three-punch combination that ends with a right.
Maidana dropped him again with another vicious hook, sending his legs right back into cartoon mode. Jamie Thornton came into this fight as the more experienced fighter, probably expecting to test a young prospect for a few rounds. Sabina Mazo apparently heard that and decided to turn the whole thing into a public execution by head kick.
Picking up the pace comes down to defense, to be honest with you. Sure, I mean, seen everything coming.
I've seen flashes the
She left the angle wide open on that.
jumping in to stop the hammer fist that was coming down on an already unconscious Thornton. Good refereeing there.
Sabina, Colombian Queen Mazo.
Patricia Rodriguez probably expected a hard kickboxing match in front of her home crowd.
Strong. Brower's having a go, though.
These girls are going for it.
Left hand twice, really.
And again, a nice left hook.
For people.
Such an important part.
Yeah, massive important part.
The
Left hand over the top. She keeps getting Rodriguez. She did last time I saw her.
Exactly as you said.
What she got instead was Christina Brewer flying across the ring like she'd been launched out of a cannon with anger issues.
Christina Brewer is going to really open
Beautiful
up.
shot. Absolute sweet.
Well done to Christina.
Straight left.
From Germany.
Boom, yeah. It was just a little hop, yeah. It was absolute
the girl
sweet
from
left
Germany.
hand.
She's
Here it is
good
again.
time push kick. It was a Superman punch down.
Clean and straight on the kisser. Boom, what a shot.
This fight didn't look like a slow MMA contest. It looked like one fighter showed up already irritated that the other one agreed to be in there with her.
You can already see the redness. I also really like the way that she's big shoulder over the throwing with the speed of a jab. I mean, look at anything to critique. This is almost a picture-perfect performance so far by Dyer.
Chanel Dyer didn't feel outdistanced. She just started taking space like it belonged to her, and Ezer was renting it illegally.
Fantastic. Oh, shot! Unbelievable! Oh, she does it. What a performance. What a pro debut by Chanel Dyer. Almost a 10-8 round as oh my goodness. The more you see that shot, the dirtier.
Chanel, the Nightmare Dyer!
Taila Santos has always been an arrogant fighter. For this fight, she has been mocking Ditcheva as an overrated Barbie, even applying lipstick during their pre-fight conference to taunt her.
Female fights on the planet right now. Fantastic strikers, veterans, future legends of the game here. Dollar fights. The winner of this will be your PFL World Champion.
As soon as the fight started, Ditcheva took the center of the cage, completely shutting down Santos's offense with Muay Thai madness.
Double underhooks to get Dakota Ditcheva to the ground.
Nice job by Ditcheva to turn it around on her.
Larger women at American Top Team thanks to
Jab feint. She needs to be careful that left hook stream.
Seeing everything. Under 1 minute now in this first frame. And a flurry from Ditcheva. Santos with the high.
In the second round, Dakota went with a flurry of punches, elbows, and knees, pinning Santos to the cage, making her quit with just 20 seconds on the clock.
My
Man, what a knee to the body that was.
2 big knees up the middle.
Lead leg, Tyler Santos.
Seeing a lot of damage on that lead leg.
But Santos is hurt.
There's a combination.
Santos is hurt.
Santos not moving a lot right now. Aggressive style you're talking about.
Big knee.
Ditching the smelling blood. Perhaps literally as it's
Deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
Dakota Ditchman to the body again.
Kenny Weiss versus Jim McDonnell, September 22nd, 1990.
So this should be well within his capability.
In the fourth round, Weiss found his moment and let loose a vicious left hook that changed everything. Jim McDonnell, a seasoned former European champion, had looked solid up to that point, but one clean shot was all it took. The hook landed flush on the chin. No windup, no warning.
Don't bother to count. That's a dreadful knockout.
And McDonnell collapsed hard. The ref took one look and didn't even bother with a count. Damn. Arturo Gatti versus Wilson Rodriguez, March 23rd, 1996.
Gotti came out with thunder and January 12, Roy.
Yeah, he had a masterful...
Rodriguez had Gatti nearly stopped, but he wouldn't go away.
So far, Gotti having a little trouble getting off. To land the lead right, that's going to inhibit the left hook for Arturo Gatti.
After getting dropped by a sharp left in round 2,
Coming up, Gotti goes down on a short left hook inside.
and taking a beating through the fourth, Gatti started ripping shots to the body.
You saw the straight right land flush for Gotti. Rodriguez targeting the eye.
Slowly turning the tide.
He's remembering to go to the body, and he's landing that left hook.
The fifth round was pure grit.
Score it, Larry, 3-1, 39-36. Wilson.
Gatti landed a crushing left to the ribs that dropped Rodriguez to a knee.
Both fighters landed more than 60% of their blows in round four.
There's a shot
of contact here.
Somehow he stood up.
8! Tide has turned. Tide has turned.
But the sixth? Man, that was it. Gatti stepped in and launched a left hook upstairs that detonated clean on the chin. Rodriguez collapsed flat.
Arturo Gatti!
How about that?
Ricky Hatton versus Carlos Mausa, November 26, 2005.
From all kinds of angles, Hatton will have to be careful on the way in. Heavy-handed, this Colombian.
Well, Ricky will want to get Mausa on the back foot.
Hatton versus Mausa was messy, bloody, and physical.
His first defense of the WBA version. Has to be careful. The opening seconds of the fight above the left eye. Times his style. Looks like a novice vision, hoping to get lucky.
But Ricky found the shot that changed everything.
And the cut does look quite bad. That eyebrow, he got it with a body shot.
After dealing with a cut over his left eye early and grinding through Mausa's wild, awkward style, Hatton finally broke through in round 9.
Is leading, I think, quite beyond it. One with a few scary moments along the way, and it's... Well, we got to those 4 rounds, and then Hatton, as he has been just about all his coaching, hasn't he, here?
Yeah,
he ducked inside, got into that perfect range, and boom crushed Mausa with a vicious left hook.
Just to walk a beautiful punch. Now this is right hand again.
Oh, he's got him with a left hook. Huge left hook. Can he get up from that?
Mausa hit the canvas stiff, flat. No count needed. Just one hook, and it was done.
I'm going to take that. He was flagging. He was struggling. Ricky.
But Hatton.
On April 20th, 2025, in Birmingham, Fraser Clark made his triumphant return from a jaw-shattering loss by unloading a crushing right that flattened Ebenezer Teta just 1 minute, 52 seconds
Just dips it, looking to arc a right in over the top of.
Nice combination, solid blow, because that will be enough. Big right hand, the referee's going to jump in any second now.
Into round one. Honestly, you can argue that this was less of a boxing match and more human pinball. Teta, convinced the ref had hit the panic button too soon, stormed off, grabbing the referee like he owed him money before security peeled him off. It was August 21st, 2025, in Hollywood, Florida, when Sergey Belosteny turned the MMA lights out on Carl Williams with a decisive second-round TKO at 4:11.
Hollywood, Florida, at the iconic Hard Rock Guitar Hotel.
It landed for Belosteny, and Williams is nowhere. Sergey!
Making him rethink his just talking strategy mid-exchange. Williams looked primed to stick to wrestling, but Belosteny's punches said otherwise, and emphatically, ending the night before. Williams tried out some plan for the fight. Neat win.
Beautiful left hook. Beautiful timing, beautiful placement right on the tip of the chin.
Now, early this year in February, in Riyadh, Joseph Parker turned in a crazy performance. Fans' jaws dropped as the late sub Martin Bakole dropped with a thunderous overhand right in round two.
I think there could be. Bakole again just walking in quite square, coming forward, bringing all of that 22-stone right hand there from Parker. Bakole just shakes his head as if to shake it off.
You know, that's very disheartening.
Big right hand there from Parker, and down goes Bakole. Huge shot.
Bakole, jet-lagged and over 310 pounds, looked like he'd rather be anywhere but a boxing ring, especially stuck with Parker. Parker, on the other hand, cool as a cucumber, seemed all too chill. We get it. He had a big win, and it also makes sense that he was eyeing up the champ, Usyk, for his next heavyweight dance partner. Madison Square Garden Theater in NYC saw something insane on June 14th, 2025. Tara Moana, the Hammer Jr., managed an unbelievable performance, catching Aleem Whitfield with a sneaky double left hook that sent him crashing into the corner and had the audience and viewers wincing.
Moana are getting there first. Look, and Whitfield is a big guy right now, but he began his career in the amateurs as a middleweight. He made his pro debut at 168 pounds, so he's not.
Big left hook, and the Hammer is out.
Good stoppage. Good stoppage. Whitfield was out already.
Thank the stars for referee David Fields, though. He wisely waved it off at 2:28 into round one.
Left hook. That's how powerful this man is. You can see it. He opened up his arm, and normally those don't have that much.
At the 2025 PFL Light Heavyweight World Tournament Final on August 21st, 2025, Brazilian grappling guru Antonio Carlos Jr., aka Shoeface.
He didn't crush the space. He got a big right hand. And he just starts opening up at this point, hits him with an elbow. A lot of shots in here. And here's the end sequence. Big right hand.
A multiple-time Jiu-Jitsu world champ and 2021 PFL season titleist turned wrestler-boxer hybrid Sullivan Sully Cauley into a living pincushion. After a slugfest of knockdowns in round one, Carlos Jr. landed a head kick and then dragged Cauley down in round two, soon turning Cauley's wrestling dreams into a submission show. Here, experience actually prevailed, and that belt's his again. Liam Perro vs. Brock Jarvis, October 15th, 2022. Perro needed less than a round to prove a point. In front of a roaring Brisbane crowd, Perro caught Jarvis clean with a left cross that dropped him hard.
Work out of it.
God, unbelievable.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Jarvis tried to move, but you could tell immediately he was done. The referee didn't even bother finishing the count. Pero stood over him, fired up, making it clear he was ready for bigger challenges. What a way to steal the spotlight. Kendo Castaneda versus Sonny Fredrickson, May 20th, 2022.
He weighed in at 139.6 pounds. Please welcome Sonny Pretty Boy Fredrickson. Green with gold. He weighed in at 140 pounds even. He is Kendo El Tremendo Castaneda.
After a few early exchanges, Castaneda slipped inside and cracked Fredrickson with a brutal left hook that dropped him flat on his back.
Fredrickson in the black and white trunks, Castaneda in the green and gold trunks.
Good hook right away right there by Tremendo. This one starting out a little more clear, time to fill out. These two seem to be filling each other out a little bit first.
Yeah. Moment to get inside, he let his hands go and then.
Oh, good body shot by.
There you go. The first 10 seconds, son. But then Kendo just came right in and got all up.
Good body shot there by Fredrickson. Placed him real nice.
But Sonny, it's not going to pose well for Sonny if he's not.
Right? Slow feet, heavy hands.
But no defense, that ain't gonna work. Classic boxer, man, out there snapping that jab, being effective.
And is finding his way in and
yes, he is.
Putting those shots together. What a shot! He's out.
It was one of those shots you could feel through the screen. Fredrickson tried to beat the count, but his legs were gone, and the ref had no choice but to wave it off just over 2 minutes into the first round.
You saw that double. Oh, God. Do a double right hand.
Man, a huge moment for Castaneda. Ryan Garcia versus Francisco Fonseca, February 14th, 2020.
Here's the former two-time world title challenger, Francisco Fonseca. He weighed in 134 3/4 pounds. King Ryan Garcia.
Seconds into the first round, Ryan Garcia timed a lightning-quick left that froze Fonseca mid-motion and sent him crashing to the canvas.
Hey, yo, he says, hey, I've got a chip on my shoulder. I can beat Ryan Garcia, and then I'll be the one. Newborn.
At 130 pounds, he's moving up to face a top fighter here.
Whoa.
Davis.
That knocked him off balance.
Davis and Tevin Farmer, 230 pounds.
Caught him with a left hook.
He wasn't getting up.
On his back, it's over! There, he's done it again! Ryan Garcia! There is a new...
Garcia didn't even need a follow-up. One shot ended it all.
Sergio.
No, but he set up that left hook, and we predicted it. It all started with that jab, and you can see it right there, Ryan Garcia.
The fight officially lasted 80 seconds, but it felt even faster. Ryan's power was no joke.
Look at the way it's like a whiplash left hook. Thumb up in the air.
And his left hook, it was lethal. Joe Messi versus DeVarrell Williamson, September 27th, 2003.
Baby Joe Messi, city of Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, DeVarrell Williamson.
After a cautious start, Messi found his range fast, cracking Williamson with a sharp right-left combination that rocked him badly.
DeVarrell Williamson sticks the long jab in Macy's face. Look, Baby Joe has to prove he's fearless in this fight. If he hangs back, he'll be making a mistake.
His pretty quick hands.
Very vulnerable for straight punches.
Macy reaching up against the taller Williamson and landing a 1-2.
Macy's been getting hit with a few of the jails, but what seems to be to his advantage is that
Williamson's legs stiffened, and Macy went right back to work.
Good right hand by Macy as he ducked to left and came back big.
Landing another clean right hand before dropping him flat with a heavy left hook.
And Williamson hurt. Joe Macy's got an early opportunity. Down he goes. Crowd goes nuts.
It was quick. Williamson stayed down for minutes, completely wiped out by the precision and power. Shafir entered the cage with a massive hype as Ronda Rousey's untouchable training partner.
Cage for some last-minute instructions.
In her fight against Amanda Bell, she stood in the center of the cage, but Bell ignored the hype and gave her a thunderous right hand that shattered all composure.
Straight right hand. Oh, Shafir gets caught with a left and a right. She's down. Bell swarms and it's over.
The fight only went 37 rounds and became one of the biggest knockouts in the women's MMA world.
Amanda Bell! Amanda Bell!
Gabi Garcia versus Yumiko Hata looks like a joke until you see what happened on the ground. Hata entered the fight, treating Gabi She-Hulk Garcia's jiu-jitsu like a complete joke. The 50-year-old pro wrestling veteran literally began the fight by running around the ring. Garcia completely ignored all circus acts, waiting for the exact moment Hata gets a bit tired. That's where she marched forward and ended the bout.
Kick thrown there by Hota. Trying to get away. Garcia with a thunderous knee. Hota is game. She took some knees and another knee there. Punches there by Garcia. Hota trying to punch back, but it's Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist. Right hands are reference. That is enough. Catches her, finishes her off, bloodies her up.
Giovanni Estella versus Gerardo Caraballo.
8 rounds in the super world division.
Gerardo Caraballo seemed like a good sport at first, posing with Giovanni Estella at the weigh-in until he made throat-slitting motions at his opponent.
Versus Estella, 8 rounds, super welterweights. Matchroom boxing.
Estella, showing great patience, took it in stride and only smiled, gladly giving Caraballo his response in the match.
Because we know that we're going to have a war.
Be prepared. So he was a well-known, well-loved, 2-time world champion.
Combinations by Giovanni Estella and Rayo, hitting like a lightning. Trying to work behind the jab by Giovanni Estella.
Uppercut and hook.
Oh, double left hook to the body, to the head. And his foot movement is excellent.
With his shocking 13-0 victory in the first round, it was made abundantly clear who was the superior fighter and who was just a kid pointing fingers.
By Giovanni and Rayo Estella. The way he positioned himself.
Perfectly executed. Here it is. Boom.
Whoa! Very well. But as you could see, also that right hook was just bringing the arms down. Yes.
It brought him back into balance as well.
David Tua versus Shane Cameron. Skills often reflect in the way people talk, and this fact becomes obvious when we see David Tua and Shane Cameron's trash talk session pre-fight. Where Tua maintains class and only offers witty comments, Cameron forgets where he is and displays arrogance.
Like I said, I wasn't beaten up like you.
Oh, I've seen the Lennox Lewis fights, man. You took a hiding.
I got a text about 2:30 this morning. If you want to fight, come to the mountains of Gisborne. And then there's signs, the mountain goat.
I was up on that hill. It's about 1 o'clock this morning. I seen you struggling trying to get up to the goat, so you were nowhere to be seen, mate. You were huffing and puffing. Looked like you were going to have a heart attack, so...
There's a little bullet here on the end of my keychain. We know the boy's got some big guns, but the idea is that he fires the bullets.
Lee's talking about his bullets, but look at this. It's got lights on, little lights on it. I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be lights out for David Tua. That's what's going to happen.
Thankfully, Tua makes quick work of him within 20 seconds of the second round. He knocks Cameron out with a trio of powerful hooks and wins with ease.
It's very methodical, just throwing good, precise punches.
Tua's lost some 26 kilograms. Shane to hit him coming in. Shane touches him. He's one of the very best referees in the world. Oh, he caught him! And he got him again! Shane's ready to go! And he's down in round 1! Shane's an
He's trying to get up too quick.
David catches him. It's going to be a front drop knockout. Down he goes again.
Oh, that's a disqualification.
Eight count. He brings his hands up.
There was no response by camera, but that's the first knockdown. The second knockdown, he hit him twice while he was on his knees. There, look.
It's hit again with a right hand. Left hook. He's not going to last this round. David's all over. He's pummeling. The referee stops the fight. It's all over. A second round knockout victory is back.
Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor. We've got one of boxing's most controversial finales that happened back in 1990.
Well, they had what they call the zone against Sammy Fuentes here in November.
Meldrick Taylor led on the scorecards going into the final seconds.
That he has done his most damage in the past. You're in the middle of the 9th round of a classic performance by a young fighter on the threshold of greatness.
But there were only 2 seconds remaining, and Chavez made it a whole mission to drop him with a powerful right. The thing is, Taylor rose at the count of 6, but the referee controversially waved it off before the bell.
He probably wins the fight. I can't believe it!
Unbelievable!
Awarding Chavez a dramatic TKO. David Tua versus Darrell Wilson. On September 20th, 1996, at the James L. Knight Center in Miami.
As he takes off the robe, looks to be in excellent shape. Against Shannon Briggs, if anything, his arms look a little bit bigger.
David Tua faced Darrell Wilson. Giving a performance as though he's a KO bot, Tua delivered a crazy left hook that sent Wilson crashing to the canvas in the first round.
Tua needs you to back away your chin a little beyond your feet. Just keep tapping around. Now, that's the only way you deflate this power.
Coming up. Wilson tries a right hand across the top. Tua lands a short left.
The knockout was so swift that it left the audience in awe and pretty much fixed Tua's reputation as one of the hardest-hitting heavyweights of his era.
Ariane, queen of violence, Lipski stepped into Immortal FC4 and clearly took her nickname a little too seriously. Juliana Werner probably expected a normal fight, maybe go the distance, gain some experience. But that plan didn't age well. For most of the fight, things looked competitive. And then Lipski decided she was done playing around.
Cima com golpes na linha de cintura, foi com tudo Ariane Lipski. Ariane uma máquina de bater. Pisão ali da Juliana Werner, responde Ariane.
Then at 4:26 of round 2, boom, one clean punch lands and Werner drops like someone hit the off switch.
Excelente. Entrou! Entrou o golpe da Ariane Lipski. Esse é a luta, é fim de luta, vitória de Ariane Lipski. Nocauteada da Juliana Werner.
Chelsea Anderson went 6 rounds deep into a title fight, then decided, you know what, let's end this properly.
Boy, both these women with some power, too. Good combination by Turtle.
Oh, my goodness.
Right on the butt.
Just
capitalized. Oh, with a big right hand.
With a big right. Turlip. Yeah,
oh, that's a big shot.
She's on wobbly legs, this Turlip.
And this is not a 3-round fight. Anderson comes out with a couple of
big
bombs.
shots.
Turlep was literally seconds away from surviving and got caught right before the finish line like a bad movie plot twist.
Hard from both fighters.
Big right hand. Oh, that's it.
Oh, my goodness.
Might be it. That's it. Knockout in the 6th round.
Fought with 5 or 6 seconds left.
Chelsea May Anderson.
Christina Brewer stepped into Infusion in Tenerife and decided normal punches are just too basic.
These girls are going for it.
Left hand twice, really.
And again, a nice left hook as they hit the cage wall.
Point for people.
Such an important part.
Yeah, massive important part.
Round 2 starts, everything looks standard. Jabs, movement, nothing crazy. And then suddenly, she turns into a flying missile.
Christina is going to really open
Beautiful
up.
shot. Absolute
What? A knockdown.
Boom. Superman punch lands clean, and Rodriguez drops like gravity, just hit harder than usual.
It was absolute
The girl
sweet
from
left
Germany.
hand.
She's Superman.
It was a straight
Shot.
left.
Superman from Germany. A great performance.
Adonis Stevenson versus Chad Dawson, June 8th, 2013.
Fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with red, Chad Dawson!
Stevenson didn't even give Dawson a chance to settle in. Just over a minute into the first round, Stevenson stepped in with a vicious left hand that dropped Dawson flat.
Fois plancher a abandonné. Donc, beaucoup du côté de Dawson qui va tenter de répondre aussi.
Dawson got up, but you could see in his eyes he wasn't all there.
Si tu viens de, tu sais, t'es champion du monde, c'est fait, là, tu l'as la ceinture.
The ref didn't hesitate. He waved it off, and just like that, Stevenson became the new WBC light heavyweight champ. What a way to take a title.
Tu l'as fait comme un petit jab, une petite feinte de jab, finalement tu l'as eu tout simplement.
James Kirkland versus Alan Conyers, November 30th, 2007.
From Austin, Texas, introducing James Mandingo Kirkland. From the Bronx, New York, here is Alan Booby Conyers.
One of the greatest hits. Conyers dropped Kirkland early with a clean right hand.
It's fun to watch, and James Kirkland has a habit of doing that. Look at him. He looks like he's got to shake it off and survive. Now, Steve, you talked about him rocking him with a right hand.
Bombs away, Nick. It's Conyers' only chance to win.
And here he goes. A right hand staggers Conyers.
Yeah, Kirkland actually hit the canvas.
Kirkland walking in to a huge punch, and his momentum carried him into a concussive blow.
And we're going to learn a lot about James.
But instead of folding, Kirkland came back furious.
Adversity in his career, and he is having his world rocked. Conyers vowed to do this.
A big left made Conyers grab on, and the next one launched him halfway through the ropes.
He's got to get his wits about him.
Kirkland punching back instead of holding, and it's working.
Conyers got, wow, how much energy can he have left? Oh, and he gets rocked. Just a...
He got up, but you could tell he was done.
Both fighters down in a tremendous first round.
Kirkland swarmed him, and a right hook finished it at 2:56 of the first.
Place to hide right now. Oh, yes, and he's coming back, running to the body. And now they trade, and it's a real war again. Hit his legs. Kirkland. 10 seconds to go in this dynamic. Remember, well, it's waved off now.
Total mayhem.
Hurt. I seen his legs was gone, so I wanted to just take advantage of the opportunity that I had.
As we look at the end, James.
Roger Mayweather versus Frankie Davis, May 14th, 1987.
And for Davis, a very, very important fight, but I think for Mayweather, probably even more important.
Yep. It just seems with him it's inevitable. He's going to land the right.
And junior welterweights. Mayweather comes out with a flurry of punches.
Mayweather cracked Davis with a nasty right in round 4, and right away, boom, Davis was doing the chicken dance.
Davis in the white trunks. Mayweather stuns him with a right hand.
His legs buckled, arms flailed, and he staggered like a man trying to walk on a moving bus.
This one should have been stopped. Now, there's the right hand. Now, watch this. Frankie Davis, he's out on his feet.
Mayweather paused, almost confused by how wild Davis was wobbling.
Now, Roger Mayweather decided he was going to be humane for a little while there. What?
Then came another shot, and Davis was right back in full chicken mode.
Right hand by Mayweather, another one.
He's through. They got to stop this fight.
They
have to. He's got to stop this fight. Trouble. Now, Davis again is in trouble. Look, his legs, he's wobbling around the ring. He is out on his feet.
Sinine Samuel. Opening rounds, every time Sam landed flush, it looked like Danny's knees were trying to quit. Stiff jab right hand combo, and Williams was stumbling again, protesting after a flash knockdown. Kenneth O'Deek versus AJ Carter, May 17th, 2014.
AJ Carter comes into this bout with 6 wins. Could be the one that lands, could be the one that with right hand there from O'Deek, and the size difference.
This one started like any other heavyweight bout, but ended with Carter's body frozen and his legs gone.
I think he said 15 stone, didn't he? The heavyweight, the O'Deek. I mean, that's light for a heavyweight in terms of
Straight down the middle.
maybe just relies on that right hand too much, because like you say, he's not throwing that jab out with much thing, but every time.
O'Deek's long-range punches started landing clean, especially the uppercut, which Carter had no answer for. Early in the second, O'Deek timed a crushing right hand that collapsed Carter like a folding chair.
That caught him, and we did say he's a bit of a puncher, he's a bit wobbled there, and he's dropped again. That's a heavy knockdown.
He tried to stand, but his body just wouldn't cooperate.
Heavy hands, and he's all over the place, and we did say that he's a bit of a puncher.
Classic chicken dance. At least there were nice dance moves. Pinklon Thomas versus Alfonso Ratliff, March 26, 1983.
In pink trunks. He began boxing at age 19, had only 3 amateur bouts, winning toward that title of sluggishness. But opening activity.
The way Thomas finished that fight was cold.
Tough body blow thrown by Ratliff. So showing flashes in rounds 3 and 4. And Thomas getting back to business here.
With just under 30 seconds left in the 10th, he cracked Ratliff with a clean right hand.
Oh, right hand, and Ratliff is hurt. As you see, we're down to 25 seconds, and that's it.
That sent him into full-on chicken dance mode. He wobbled, stumbled sideways, and bounced into the ropes.
21-0. With 18 by knockout, Alfonso Ratliff, who was able to rally.
Thomas didn't even need to follow up. The damage was obvious.
Oh, right hand, and Ratliff is hurt.
Ratliff tried to steady himself, but failed. Thomas Hearns versus Jose Cuevas, August 2nd, 1980.
Big right hand again. Look at this shot. He's ready to go. He's got him in big trouble. Christodoulou having a good look. This is not the knockdown, but this is what leads to it. Nice left hand, then a real good right hand that backs him up. Notice the way the knee. Thomas ducks underneath shots. Look at how he continues to make Cuevas miss.
It didn't take long before Cuevas found himself in deep trouble.
Most people give him credit. He's such a good puncher that's all they talk about. The 12th time, and he looks to be walking right through him. Left hand followed by that right hand right on the jaw. Look at Tommy just measuring him with that left hand. Look at him looking to drop that big right now.
In the second round, Hearns timed a perfect right hand that crashed into Cuevas' temple, and everything changed in an instant.
Right now. Oh, the right hand hit. Oh, big shot with the right hand on the ear. And he wants to load up the right hand, and bang, there it is, right there, right on the cheek, right on the money, and then he catches him.
Cuevas stiffened, then started that wild chicken-legged wobble, hitting the canvas hard.
And he wants to load up the right hand, and bang, there it is, right there, right on the cheek, right on the money, and then he catches him.
He got up at 7, but was still in a chicken dancing mode.
At 6, at 7, he's able to get up. His legs are not there, it's up to 8.
Vanessa Romanowski walked into Lumpinee Stadium ready for a striking battle, and Stella Hemmetsberger responded by apparently discovering a secret button hidden somewhere inside the human body. Then came the weirdest part. Stella cracked her with a left hook and immediately followed with a brutal kick.
Elbows, something else that I like to see.
He's confident in her. Big leg kick. Right kick from Hemmetsberger.
Laid out. Stella Hemmetsberger here in her third fight on One Friday Fights. 2 wins before this.
Eva Voraberger walked into Madison Square Garden trying to stop history, and Amanda Serrano treated that idea like a personal insult.
Favorite here, and for good reason. Voraberger hasn't fought outside. She'll be the first Oscar, she's her hands for tonight.
And Serrano likes to go forward and Voraberger at least 20 pounds there. Right away, this is what Serrano does. Forward, constant pressure. And down, is that a knockdown? It is!
3, 9, 10.
It is over! Just like that, the real deal strikes again! 7 different weight classes, 7-time world champion, Amanda Serrano!
Sopio Putkaradze showed up as the experienced veteran who was supposedly going to test young prospect Dina Thorslund. What actually happened looked less like a test and more like someone accidentally scheduling a driving exam against a Formula 1 car.
Dina Thorslund sağ kroşe vuruyor çok sert. Daha ilk rahatta kendisini göstermeye başladı. Sağlı solu direkt yumruklar geldi şimdi. Bir tane sol kroşe ve sırt üstü yere yapışıyor. Hakem saymaya başladı. Kalkabilecek mi? Hakem Christensen bitiriyor mücadeleyi. Knockout.
Johan Segas versus Joe Harding. Joe Harding thought he was putting on a show, dancing, taunting, dropping his hands for the crowd. But Johan the Silencer Segas wasn't there for theatrics. He was there to fight.
BKK defending his featherweight title against Johan Segas from CFMMA. As you pointed out, brick you know what for 140.
Looks bigger than I did when I was like one.
Nice front cheek.
Great opportunity to
Segas to get those hands.
Excitement and the.
Nice overhand right there, and he's hard to prepare for guys like this.
Yeah. Now he goes back to the showboat.
Nice spin kick. We're getting a bit corner out of him.
Right on his toes, attacking. Joe's just elusive. Get a hold of.
Countered there.
One thing is John's having problems gauging his distance.
Yeah.
Even
after enduring 2 rounds of Harding's antics, Segas timed a perfect head kick right as Harding showboated mid-shuffle and dropped him cold.
Johan Segas, final 3 minutes.
And a jab to follow it up. Again with the jab.
This always sinks!
And that's exactly it up. Again with the jab.
This always sinks!
Matthew Colquhoun versus Ray Cooper III.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Seeing condescending bullies get put in their place by level-headed heroes is likely everyone's favorite genre, and the bout between Matthew Colquhoun and Ray Cooper is just proof.
Good guy.
Okay, fighters face forward.
Hey, man. Hey, no. Don't do that. I know where you're from. We don't do that. Don't do that.
Saving for tomorrow.
Show respect.
Face forward. Face forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. Brother Ray Cooper III versus Taunting.
Before the satisfying knockout punch, the two faced off, fighting for the X1 World Events welterweight title in Hawaii, and Colquhoun suffered his first professional MMA loss.
All right, guys, this is going to get. Fight!
He said he's learned his lesson: never overlook experience and always respect the guy who can put your lights out. David Haye versus Derek Chisora.
Meaningful now.
David Haye and Derek Chisora's bad blood boiled over way before the ring. It started with insults, escalated to a wild press conference brawl.
I want to fight David. Where is he now? Where is he now? He said you want to fight me. I agreed with the money.
Take him away, I say.
I agreed with everything. Why do you not fight me now?
You want to tell me my face?
Fight for free.
All right, tell me my face then. Come in there and tell me my face. Tell me my face. You want to fight me? Get the promotion. He got me.
Calm down. Come on, son.
Okay, we know. I'm going to physically shoot David Haye. He fucking glassed me. He glassed me. If David don't fight me, Adam, I'm telling you, God honest truth, yeah. I'm going to physically, burn him. So you tell him I say that.
But when it came time to settle it in the ring, Haye let his fists do the talking.
Chisora keeping. Fast hands from the shots in this first round that he did in about 6 against Valor, honestly, in the last year, and that experience against and stack up rounds early on.
Yeah. Bang that jab in his chest, okay?
The other voice in that corner.
The plan for Chisora to make Haye miss, make him try and put it to Derek Chisora.
That's a good right hand from Haye. There's that big right hand again, it's a man.
He's trying to chop it down.
But he does have a cast iron chin. The super slow motion replay, but it was delivered with real speed.
Yeah.
Lovely sharp right hand from Haye. Great.
Despite Chisora's early pressure, Haye dropped him twice in the 5th round and walked away with a statement TKO win in front of 30,000 fans.
Just not able. Right hand from Haye got through, but he... Oh, big left hand and right! Tremendous from Haye! Left hook, right hand! Best chins in the business, but he couldn't stand up! And he's gone again! I don't think he's going to get up this time! He's waiting! He stopped the fight! It's all over!
Mike Tyson versus Reggie Gross, June 13th, 1986. Tyson faced Reggie Gross at Madison Square Garden in what turned out to be another terrifying display of Tyson's raw power. With about a minute left in the first round, Gross launched a wide right hand, and Tyson ducked under it like it was nothing. Then came a lightning-fast left hook that cracked Gross right on the chin. Down he went. He got back up, but Tyson pounced again, slipped a wild swing, and ripped another nasty left hook that sent Gross crashing down a second time. It was all over at 2:36 of round 1.
And this was the closing flurry, then ended it.
David Tua versus Rick Honeycutt, September 25th, 1993. Tua didn't even need to warm up. From the start, he looked locked in, calm, but dangerous. In the first round, he ripped a brutal left hook to Honeycutt's body that dropped him hard. Man, you could hear the air leave his lungs. Honeycutt somehow stood up and made it to the bell. But Tua wasn't done. Early in the second, he closed the show with another savage left, this time to the head. Alexander Povetkin versus David Price, March 31st, 2018. Povetkin faced Price in Cardiff, and what looked like a routine fight for Povetkin nearly turned chaotic. Povetkin dropped Price with a looping shot in round 3. But then got stunned and floored himself by a surprise left hand just before the bell. But Povetkin shook it off fast. By round 5, he had figured Price out. He caught him clean with a right hand that left the big man frozen. Then came the finisher, a savage left hook that landed flush on the chin. On May 1st, 2025, at PFL World Tournament 4 in Orlando, Simeon Smooth Powell delivered a dominant second-round TKO over Carl King Albrechtsen. After a competitive first round full of clinch exchanges, Powell let loose a barrage of eye-bulging elbows and punches.
And if you're Carl Albrechtsen and you decide you only want one corner man, then there's no better person to choose than Josh Barnett, because he can coach you through every single position.
Ending the fight pretty one-sided in a decisive stoppage at 2:05 of round 2.
Of course, now they go back to this.
Sim's trying to pick his perfect punches. Oh, that was beautiful lead up the front. I'd like to see him show some elbows in this range as well. He's connected. Oh, that's a great. Albertson's in trouble.
It's swinging away.
Albertson's in trouble. A big elbow.
Also on May 1st at PFL 4, Phil Davis also secured a wild victory over Rob Wilkinson in the quarterfinals. First, we saw a competitive first round, and then Davis decided he'd had enough.
The level change that we saw Phil Davis start was partially forced by that.
And again with the right hand.
Big right hand and the left behind it for Wilkinson.
Taking the wheel pretty early in the second round, he dropped Wilkinson and then followed up with a barrage of punches brutal enough.
Wilkinson is down! And Phil Davis finishes!
To make you flinch. Luckily, the ref jumped in to stop the fight at 0:51 of round 2. This was Davis' first knockout win since 2019, believe it or not. And on February 22nd, 2025, we had another case of vengeance in the Bivol versus Beterbiev bout. Basically, Bivol, after his October 2024 loss to Beterbiev, was out to get a victory in their rematch at the ANB Arena in Riyadh.
The reaction. Drop some of those shots down to the body. Now come the undisputed light heavyweight champion.
The judges scored the bout well in favor of Bivol, crowning him the undisputed champion.
And new undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world,
Actually, this win handed Beterbiev his first professional defeat, and maybe we'll see a trilogy between the two fighters. Fans are already buzzing about what might come next. And that's all for today's brutal compilation. knockouts and overpowering wins have a certain appeal that we combat sport fans just can't get enough of.
From Shillong, and Caballero walks into that. And when the German was having all the success, there's the power of Big Bang.
Eric Ortiz versus Brian Viloria. Eric Ortiz and Brian Viloria met for the WBC light flyweight title in 2005.
California is getting a new generation of officials that are just coming up the ladder right now.
And here we go.
Now, you might be thinking that these flyweight bouts couldn't possibly get you much thrill.
Remember, coming down and weight.
Ortiz at the final press conference and heard some of the questions being asked through interpreters.
But much to everyone's shock, Viloria dropped Ortiz with a powerful right hand in the very first round.
Split crowd for this fight. He was so impressive. And we named one fighter of the night from the United States.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. He still does that.
Claiming victory and the championship in record time. Ortiz, who had previously claimed the vacant WBC belt, ended up having to give it up.
And he will not beat the champion. That is a first round knockout by Brian Viloria. Goodness.
Viloria's decisive early knockout is for sure a signature moment in both their careers.
But he never saw this one.
In the Pride GP event, Mirko Krokop fought Igor Vovchanchin to decide who was the best in kickboxing. Igor didn't look too confident before the fight, but tried to act cool anyway. His opponent Mirko looked like the calm before the storm, like it was a day at the picnic. The bell rang and both opponents launched at each other like children on candy. Mirko tried to chop his opponent like a tree, but failed. And then a huge kick from the left sent Igor flying on the canvas. And he started sleeping on the floor like a baby. The fight was over before anyone could finish talking on the phone. The monster, Alistair Overeem, fought another contender in the Glory kickboxing event. His opponent was Badr Hari, who came in looking like he worked for Kia Motors.
For Badr Hari. Let's go up to Michael Buffer.
The fight started and Overeem threw Hari on the floor like he was his pillow. Hari detonated a powerful missile on Overeem's face and sent him back. Hari continued to launch fast torpedoes in hope of restructuring Overeem's face, but Overeem wanted to wrestle instead of box, so he threw Hari in the corner. And then, Hari detoned a nuclear strike on Overeem's face, which made him fall to the ground.
Right hand from Overeem, and he throws him into the referee. He's scared to step in there.
The monster lost all his balance, and the referee was forced to intervene and close the fight.
But it goes to the body. Uppercut. There's the right hand. It's over.
The fight only took a few minutes, and the monster gassed out like a hot air balloon. Power puncher Ryan Garcia was well known for his one-punch knockout power, but no one could expect what he did to Miguel Carrizosa in their fight. Miguel looked like he was here to party as he was jumping in the ring like a cartoon. On the other hand, Ryan showed his speed and confidence.
Gloves, good luck, buena suerte, let's go to work.
The fight started, and Ryan launched on his opponent without wasting time. He threw in a couple of good speed punches and managed to hit Miguel's face precisely.
I see both guys now having their moments.
Oh! How quick was that? Less than 10 seconds into the fight.
But within 10 seconds, he launched a missile that was too powerful for Miguel. Miguel forgot where he was, so the referee had to step in, and he called it a day within the very first round.
Referee says Carrizosa and just comes away with a spectacular knockout. Carrizosa, he told me when I saw him backstage.
James Toney versus Charles Williams.
If Toney wins, a deal is in place for him to fight on November 19.
July 29th, 1994, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, fans and haters alike had their eyes bulging as James Toney defended his IBF super middleweight title against Charles Prince Williams.
Good right hand over the top by Williams, wrapped up under this constant leaning in and no weight.
In a brutal 12-round battle, Toney showcased his exceptional inside fighting skills.
Quick to get off the jail, which is his best fight.
Overhand right by Tony Land.
leaving Prince in a not-so-princely state.
There, lay on the guy's eyes.
With just 15 seconds remaining in the final round, Tony landed a devastating left hook that sent Williams crashing to the canvas, securing a dramatic knockout victory and retaining his title. Sam Maxwell versus Sabri Sadiri.
Well, is this going to be the round that decides it?
Like that, things were looking pretty dramatic when Sam Maxwell faced off against Sabri Sadiri in a seriously anticipated bout.
Sadiri walking straight into a good jab from Maxwell.
Sure, Maxwell was unceremoniously knocked down twice earlier in the fight, but we have to give him credit for how he showcased resilience and determination.
Oh, good shot from Sadiri.
Good left hook there from Maxwell.
There were just seconds left in the match, and Maxwell delivered a powerful right hand that sent Sadiri to the canvas.
But there is still a long way to go, and he almost went there. He almost went with that left hand. And Maxwell looking a little bit groggy. Oh, great shot! Left hand, right hand from Maxwell. Well, where?
Thus, he secured a stunning knockout victory.
Stella Hemmetsberger stepped into One Friday Fights 104 at Lumpini Stadium and treated it like she had a flight to catch right after. From the start, she was landing kicks like she was testing different settings.
Penetrating the field zones before from Hemmetsberger. She is able to understand the timing now of Romanowski is Hemmetsberger.
I like the...
Romanowski tried to hang in there, but one perfectly timed kick changed everything real quick. She dropped instantly, and the referee didn't even hesitate. He'd seen enough.
Knocking her opponent out cold.
Anissa Meksin made her one championship debut and decided to welcome herself with violence. Christina Morales came in as a world champion, probably expecting a competitive fight. Instead, she got a masterclass she didn't sign up for.
Step across the outside, Morales. Morales
evades with the footwork and then
reverberating around the massive Singapore indoor stadium.
Then in round two, boom, left hook lands clean, and Morales hits the canvas like the system just crashed.
Morales not waving a white flag. Morales not retreating. Rocks the head back again.
She got up, but honestly, her legs were still buffering.
Oh man, I almost fell off the platform.
The referee looked at that situation and said, "Yeah, we're not continuing this experiment."
Michael, those shots were incredible. Oh man, it's over. Was Anissa Meksin lit her up like a Christmas tree.
Sechu Powell versus Cornelius Bundrage, May 6th, 2005.
Please welcome, from the Motor City, Cornelius Bundrage. Please welcome, the Iron Horse, Sechu Powell.
An unexpected beginning. Just moments into the first round, both Powell and Bundrage landed right hands at the same time, and both hit the canvas.
We should mention the guy in the electro. Oh, gee, almost, it wasn't a double knockdown. It was a knockdown as Bundrage went down and Powell.
It was a rare double knockdown. Powell was up first, more composed, and wasted no time pressing the advantage. Seconds later, he landed a clean follow-up shot that ended the fight.
No knockdown. Stand. Oh, a massive left hand by Powell and Bundrage.
In the very first round, and all in under a minute.
Down. Powell went down clearly. The referee did not rule the knockdown. I don't know. It's all elementary because Bundrage never recovered from that first knockdown.
Mike Tyson versus Clifford Etienne, February 22nd, 2003.
Please welcome the Black Rhino, introducing Etienne, the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
There were questions about Tyson going in, but he answered them fast.
Will he kill Etienne's momentum early and back him up? Which Tyson will show up tonight?
Just 49 seconds into the fight, a clinch caused both men to tumble, but once they got up, Tyson went hunting.
Tyson's going for something right here. And now they both go into the ropes.
Etienne threw a few shots, but Tyson slipped a jab and fired back with a crushing right hand. Damn.
Tyson looking to end this on one punch, Steve. Break, no punch, no punch, no punch on break. He's in danger. Oh, there it is, right hand to the head, and Etienne stopped.
Etienne hit the canvas hard and never even tried to beat the count.
No way, he's getting up. It's over, and he's helped up by Tyson.
Just like that, Tyson sealed his 50th and final win in under a minute. Jimmy Thunder versus Crawford Grimsley, March 18th, 1997.
Sunrise, Florida, Crawford, Terminator, Grimsley. He is the man from down under, James Thunder.
It didn't even feel real. As soon as the bell rang, Thunder stepped in and landed a looping right hand to Grimsley's head. Grimsley dropped instantly 13 seconds in, and it was over.
By knockout, and now cracks Grimsley with the first punch, and that looks like it is it.
One punch, one of the fastest knockouts ever.
You land the first punch in a fight, don't go out there and mess around. Correct. Dragging the jab back, look how relaxed.
Thunder didn't just win, he ended it before it even started. You train for weeks, sometimes months, and then it's done in the blink of an eye. Wild stuff. Taro Akabono, the giant sumo wrestler, thought his massive size would crush Royce Gracie, but Royce, the jiu-jitsu master, had other plans. He wrapped up the big man like a gift and forced him to tap out. Hong Man Choi walked in towering over Badr Hari, looking like a giant ready to crush. But Badr wasn't scared one bit. He treated the size difference like it didn't exist.
Издалека он знает Хари. Кстати, Hong Man Choi. Охо. Как взлетает.
After sharp strikes and a heavy beating, Hong's corner threw in the towel.
Да. Что-то не работает у Чоя.
Butterbean, the giant boxer, stepped in thinking Genki Sudo was just a lightweight snack. But the Neo Samurai wasn't intimidated at all. He danced around, used his speed, and outsmarted the big man. Bob, the Beast Sap, looked like a mountain standing across from Kunkli Tivadar, who was almost half his size. Everyone expected Sap to crush him, but instead, Tivadar unleashed a KO that dropped the Beast like a bag of bricks.
Jaj, vigyázni! Vigyázz! Tivadar! Kiesnek a ringből, hihetetlen! A bírót is elküldöm, a boxer megőrült! Nagyon jól csinálta Joravicsa, kész, vége! Egy könyökös! Vége, boxernek vége van, ennyi volt, a bestia lett. Tivadar megverte a 100 kg!
Yilong, the Shaolin monk, was half the size of the Korean giant Hong Man Choi. Everyone thought he would get crushed, but Yilong used speed and skill to keep the big man guessing. Choi swung like he was chasing a mosquito, while Yilong kept landing shots. In the end, the little monk showed that brains beat brawn.
This is only win by KO and or 3 knockdown rule.
Robert flexed his muscles at the weigh-in like he was auditioning for a bodybuilding show. Once the fight started, he found out that biceps don't block punches.
trafił, a jednak stał Burnejka.
W sytuacji już noce Burnejki przypomina te arbuzy, które go...
A Popeke rozpędził, rozbujał i odklepuje Burnejka ciosy.
Popek demolished him in just 45 seconds, the fastest gym membership cancellation ever. David Haye versus Nikolai Valuev, November 7th, 2009.
Already to Haye. He could end up burning a lot of nervous energy in the move.
Championship fights when he's nearly always at home advantage, got him with a body shot.
Exactly the same things. He's been caught cleanly a couple of times, which Valuev has struggled to do up to now.
In the final round, Haye finally found the shot he'd been looking for.
Good shot there.
The plan.
Good jab too from Valuev.
He's very resolute in front of him.
He slipped inside and cracked Valuev with a clean left hook, and you could see it ripple through the big man.
Feel like it's paper darts
And
against the
again.
mouth. Oh, he's got it going with a left hook. What a Valuev, who definitely did a silly dance there.
The 7-foot giant froze for a second, then his legs started doing this stiff, jerky shuffle like he was short-circuiting.
Feel like it's paper darts
And
against the
again.
mouth. Oh, he's got it going with a left hook. What a
It was the kind of awkward at how to stand. Jimmy Thunder versus J.B. Williamson, June 14th, 1990.
Williamson, the white trunks. Thunder, the black. And we're underway with the first of 10. Throw the hook out the window.
Hands up.
That's right, and all the criticism then can come towards it.
Your left hand, Jimmy.
What's her head now? What's her head?
Particularly in the right. Worked underneath, came in with the right upper.
Late in the 10th, everything changed. Thunder clearly down on the cards and running out of time.
But this kind of experience is something you cannot buy.
He's down! Williamson's down!
Cracked Williamson with a sneaky left that sent him into chicken dance mode.
From Thunder, I think, that found the mark. And he goes after Williamson now!
Thunder looked like he was throwing bombs, and Williamson staggered across the ring.
Big bombs from Thunder! Williamson's over the ropes!
Bouncing off the ropes like a drunk trying to find the exit.
In his face, I'm not. Well, you wouldn't. But from where I'm sitting right now.
And then finishing it off as you saw.
He looked like a guy who just got hit with a stun gun.
Looked like they're near the same weight. Pretty good left hand that shot out enough to really deliver a lot. The record is 18.
It is one of those fights where the end came fast.
With the right hand, it looks like over the top. And the 4-1 favorite. He got tagged. Good right. Ooh, and it a little bit.
But not before one of the wildest chicken dances you'll ever see. In the 5th round, Norton cornered Lovell and started digging in with savage uppercuts.
Who claims he will never fight is Joe Frazier.
Lovell tried to hold his ground. After one huge shot, his mouthpiece flew out and he froze.
Oh, he is.
Standing upright, but wobbling like he was on stilts.
Hand over on you a little bit. Are you susceptible to a right hand? And you were doing a pretty good job of that with the left hand.
It was fairly well. I'm a little heavy.
He didn't go down, but it was clear the lights were flickering.
That's it.
ASW 64 showcased a highly anticipated fight between Maris Pudzianowski and Ousmane Dia, a 327-pound wrestling star from Senegal. However, Pudzianowski ended the match in just 18 seconds with a stunning knockout.
And look above it again. It's Marius Pudzianowski. It's an absolute knockdown.
The year was 2009, and the WBA Heavyweight Championship was on the line. It was a classic matchup between the massive Russian giant Nikolai Valuev, who stood 7 feet tall and weighed over 300 pounds, and the much smaller but faster English fighter David Haye. In the build-up, both fighters were vocal about their confidence, each promising to outmaneuver and outsmart the other.
Here he is, the biggest heavyweight champion.
The Haymaker!
From the start, Haye stuck to a smart game plan, using his speed and footwork to stay out of Valuev's reach. He moved around the ring, throwing quick combinations and avoiding Valuev's heavy punches. Valuev, with his enormous size, tried to use his jab to keep Haye at a distance, but Haye was elusive, often ducking and weaving to land punches before moving out of range.
He's having to produce something he's never produced before.
And time him, that good right hand again. Glancing blow, but a good punch.
Valuev may feel that his time will come. That's where Haye doesn't want to be.
Taking a lot of the steam out of Valuev. Valuev fainting now.
For much of the fight, Haye's strategy paid off, landing clean shots while staying away from Valuev's slower but dangerous punches.
Valuev has not landed a punch this round, but a couple from Haye. Technique and what he's doing, not
a lot more positive late on in the fight here.
In the final rounds, Haye increased his aggression, landing a strong left hook in the 12th round that briefly stunned Valuev.
With a left hook, what a finish here! Haye!
Victory here is knockout, and he's shown he's got the power to achieve that.
He made Valuev look very silly.
Although there was no knockout, Haye's tactics and clean hits were enough to sway the judges. When the scorecards were read, David Haye won by a majority decision, becoming the new WBA heavyweight champion.
WBA heavyweight champion of the world!
Rashi Shendi stepped into the ring for what she presumably expected to be a competitive mixed martial arts fight, and Stamp Fadex responded to that expectation by ending the entire evening in 19 seconds.
Nice high kick.
This wasn't a fight. This was a paperwork error that somehow made it into the ring.
Estrada should end this quickly. Atkins reluctant to come out of her corner. Aiden left a 1, 2, 3, 4. It is over. One of the quickest knockouts in women's boxing history. You witnessed it live here on DAZN.
Let the doctors here.
Go kneel down over there. She did the classy thing by not celebrating that knockout.
Xiong Jingyan had just arrived in one championship and was basically walking around with a sign that said, "This division has a problem now."
The recent signing of Zhang Jing on the biggest martial arts stage in the world.
The opening seconds were aggressive from both sides.
Low just gives April something else to think about besides those punches. Beautiful jab there from Arsenio. Tagged her, looks for a takedown. Back knees again from Zhang Jingnan, throws the hook. April Arsenio.
Osornio decided to trade early, which sounded like a good idea, right up until she realized what Zhang's punches actually felt like.
To her feet. Arsenio now throws hands. And here comes Zhang Jingnan. The right hand, smack back the kisser. Toe to toe. Oh, the big come off. That's good night, Irene. And Arsenio is the first one to collapse to the floor. Infurious, the name of the game, connects right there with their overhand right, crumples Arsenio.
Mike Tyson versus Robert Coley, October 25th, 1985.
Coming off a win in his last fight. Already we can see Tyson giving away.
Coley barely got a chance to get started.
He's giving away weight as well, about 7 pounds to Coley.
Just 37 seconds into the first round, Tyson slipped inside and let his left hook go. Fast, short, and violent.
Left hook, good night. What a great shot.
Coley never saw it coming. 1 second he was standing tall, the next he was flat on his back, staring at the lights. You could feel the punch from the crowd's reaction alone. Loud, stunned, and immediate.
Left hook, good night. What a great shot.
The ref counted, but everyone knew it was done. Man, that left hook, cold. Nonito Doneri versus Stefan Young, April 27th, 2019.
And we are underway for this WBA Bantamweight champ.
Stefan Young got the biggest opportunity of his career when he stepped in last minute to face Nonito Donaire.
Hand to the body by Nonito Donaire. This is the first time he has fought for gold, and they both exchanged nicely. Donaire has fought some high-level competition
in the World Boxing Super Series semifinal.
He's walking forward.
Well, Donaire is cutting off the ring of our opening stanza here between Donaire and Stefan Young.
Then follows it up with the hook. That's exactly what you're supposed to do if you're a southpaw.
Young tried to make it a chess match.
Final, and Stefan Young, as Donaire
is developing a mouse up underneath
himself, not as easy of a target because Young is finding a home for that straight left.
But in round 6, Donaire found the shot. As Young circled out with his hands low, Donaire fired a missile of a left hook that landed flush. Young's legs gave out before he hit the ground.
6 years of age, 18, a world champion at 18, to be able to evade. And there's a down goes Young on a thunderous left hook.
One punch. That was it.
Waited too long. Boom.
Sure did.
Night-night.
In the front of Nonito Donaire, sees the open shot. Boom!
He was unconscious going to the canvas.
Sergey Liakovich walked inside the ring looking like a cartoon, but Deontay Wilder looked like an executioner, determined to cut off heads. People thought this would be a challenge, but they were about to witness something brutal. Both fighters started the fight slow and tried to read each other, but when Wilder downloaded enough data, he started landing torpedoes on Sergey. But a strong right hand drove Sergey to the ropes, where the fight ended in an instant.
Left hand shown by Wilder. There's a right hand, drives Liakovich into the ropes. Down he goes. And it's over.
He lied on the floor like a fish out of water, and Wilder claimed the victory with his freakish power.
When he went down, nervous reaction.
Yeah, that was scary. He was right in front of us, Barry, and he was spasming when he went down.
Yeah, that was jab, bang, bang.
Alistair Overeem stepped up against Zavad Patarak in a brutal kickboxing event. Overeem tried to move inside with his punches, but that didn't do anything to Zavad. Overeem was like a monster chopping trees as he hit Zavad on his legs. Zavad tried to subdue the monster, but his chin was too strong. And then Overeem stopped messing around and landed a powerful right hand to Zavad's face. He tried to overpower Overeem, but a crushing knee knocked him out flat on the floor. The fight was over in just the first round. The Colombian giant Raúl Pinzón decided to have a piece of the Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez. Pinzón tried to corner Alvarez, but his efforts were in vain. He tried to stand tall, pretending this was a competitive fight. Canelo stalked his opponent, cutting the ring with ruthless patience, and a sharp combination snapped Pinzón's head back like it was a spring.
Ha peleado dos veces, buena derecha del mexicano. Ahí, la loma. Óigame, le dio con no se va. Sí, se puso de pie a última hora.
Then a barrage of punches made Pinzón forget he was in a fight. Pinzón folded like the air left his lungs.
Óigame, se le fueron las piernas a Pinzón. No hay piernas. Se lanza con todo el Canelo. Buen derechazo, está lastimado Pinzón, cae a la lona otra vez.
He hit the canvas and didn't argue. The referee waved it off fast and didn't need to put in much thought. Muhammad Ali is considered one of the best in boxing, but Sonny Liston was a very feared man to say the least. They both met in a rematch, and the world thought it would be a competition. But Ali wasn't going to let Liston get past round one. He flew in the ring like a butterfly and stalked his opponent like a lion. He dodged Liston's punches and countered with his own. He saw an opening and detonated a bazooka on Liston's head. The giant fell on the floor like timber and barely got up. After receiving more punishment, the fight was over and Ali was the champion. The first on our list is a rising star in the heavyweight scene, Moses Itama, whose knockout against Balogun made waves.
Won it in one. Carl said it earlier. And he's going for it. Thunderous left hook. Down goes the American.
At just 20, Itama turned referee John Latham into a reluctant babysitter, dropping ex-NFL linebacker Mike Balogun not once, not twice, but 3 times before delivering a check right hook so perfectly timed it made clocks jealous. Balogun hit the canvas and that was pretty much it, especially since round 2 was shorter than a TikTok tutorial.
Heavy knockdowns, the second especially, and he's going for it. Fair play to him, Barry.
What a great effort there from Balogun. He was done. Yeah, he's to get up and recover. That's some super.
And there's no way the fight should continue.
At Wembley Stadium on July 19th, 2025, Oleksandr Usyk reasserted himself with a 5th-round knockout that felt like a boxing opera.
Daniel Dubois trying to force him out.
With how dramatic everything was, the 38-year-old southpaw had Dubois totally overpowered with slick footwork before dropping him twice.
He's never going to make it. Oleksandr Usyk can be crowned right here, right now. He is undisputed.
First with a right hook, then with a left. We saw how Dubois tried to rise after the first, but he did end up crashing under a thunderous second left.
Sportsman, he really is. And Daniel Dubois trying to force him out.
Now, if this wouldn't cause the boxing world to go crazy, what would? On June 27, 2025, at Quebec City's Center Videotron, Arslan Bek the Lion Makhmudov ripped the script with a first-round TKO.
Even when he's hurt. Well, when you think about how this fight unfolds, how it stacks up, you got 2 really big, strong guys that look across the ring and say, here's a big, strong, slow guy that I can hit. They both might be right, and there's a massive right hand from Arslan Bek Makhmudov.
Dropping undefeated Ricardo Big 12 Brown with a looping right that sent him wobbling like a rookie taking a hit for the first time. Brown did his best and rose, but looked like he just discovered vertical was optional, so the ref waved it off at 1:57 of round 1.
Zab Judah versus Kostya Tszyu. On November 3rd, 2001, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Kostya Tszyu faced Zab Judah for the undisputed light welterweight title.
We've seen Tszyu look to test the heart and chin early of his opponents. They're going, but Tszyu says he does. Okay, he promised he wouldn't run. Visible intent on it. The head movement by Judah, and then he comes through with a combination and whirling away with a left hook.
After a competitive first round, Tszyu landed a precise right hand in the second that floored Judah.
His toes, but Tszyu stalking.
Different round, much more effective for Tszyu. Nice right hand and left hook. Things up.
And ending strong, down he goes.
Judah did his best and stood up quickly but stumbled and collapsed again.
A right hand, he's in trouble.
He's in real trouble.
It's over.
Prompting referee Jay Nady to stop the fight at round 2, awarding Tszyu a technical knockout victory. Carl Froch versus Jermaine Taylor.
Go to the back of the line, round 1.
In a grueling championship bout, Carl Froch turned the tables in the final round against former champ Jermaine Taylor.
And when he uses them, he's a tough guy to handle. And that was a war of a fight. Oh, wow. As good a right hand, I think, as Carl Froch can throw.
Despite being staggered earlier, Froch delivered relentless pressure in round 12.
You know, he beat a legend of Bernard Hopkins right hands early that Froch landed in this round, presented by Ty.
With just 14 seconds left, he somehow managed to unleash a torrent of punches.
Get him back in this fight or winning. He doubled up the jab as he stepped back with blocks.
look at him come back and put together a combination. Left uppercut.
Dropping Taylor for a TKO that had fans stunned.
Taylor staggering. They're ready to stop it. Front. So using his jab in hand. Another right hand. Come on. In punches. And it is over.
The dramatic finish set Frachta's reputation for toughness and timing, with the incredible seal of a last-second victory that overwhelmed the ring.
Erivan Barut made her debut at Army of Fighters 2 in Istanbul and decided introductions are overrated.
Erivan Barut ve Selen Ahlat, Erivan'ın ciddi bir boy avantajı olacak.
Then boom, one head kick lands clean, and suddenly it's lights out at 116 of round 1.
Saymayacak ama Erivan Barut direkt yumruklarıyla isabetleri buluyor. High kick'le bitirdi. High kick.
The first round. Blue corner, Mavi Köşe, Erivan Barut.
Kia O'Sullivan stepped into Cage Legacy 23 in Dublin with a title on the line and zero interest in letting the judges get involved. Her opponent probably thought she had time to figure things out.
Women's Cage Legacy Flyweight Championship.
O'Sullivan kept pushing forward like she had somewhere else to be.
Distance in the way she buries the leg kicks in. Big takedown attempt from O'Sullivan. Has the hands connected.
Lovely right hand.
Is working beautifully for her. There it is again.
Then, Arm made the worst decision possible, moving straight into a head kick like she was trying to test it.
Throwing the whole body into it. And there.
Oh! She's out!
Headshot there.
Wow! You called it, Paul Brown. Absolutely outstanding. One head kick.
Boom. Clean contact. Instant collapse against the cage. No follow-up. No drama. Just a walk-off like she clocked out early from work.
Your winner by knockout, and now the Cage Legacy Flyweight Champion, Kaya O'Sullivan!
Ann Wolfe didn't waste time warming up. She walked into the ring like someone who planned to end the conversation early. Across from her stood Vonda Ward, a towering 6 feet 6 inches undefeated giant who probably expected her size and perfect record to control the night.
And let's shake hands now and come out boxing.
For about a minute, both fighters measured distance, and then Wolfe decided the measuring tape was no longer necessary.
Really fight her.
Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Out of nowhere, she unleashed a monstrous right hand that landed so clean it looked like Ward's system just got instantly shut down.
Wow. Unbelievable. Let's hope.
In female boxing, absolutely.
Ever.
Still on the canvas, Vonda Ward.
Piper versus John Ellis, November 12, 1990. Piper stepped in with zero hesitation, encountering a slow jab with a perfectly timed right hand. It landed flush, and Ellis hit the canvas before he even realized what went wrong.
Well, we followed Welshman Nicky Piper regularly on seconds out, and that is going to be the quickest win for him.
The crowd barely had time to react, just 12 seconds in.
Left jab, and that was the end of it. He's okay, thank God.
Piper turned away calm as ever, like he knew it was coming.
Button, he was cold, and that was it. Look, there's it going now. Straight over the left jab. His left jab fell short, hit him with the right.
Clean, fast, and clinical, one of the sharpest first-round finishes you'll ever see.
It's going to be the quickest win for him. No doubt, in fact, the quickest win you could hope to see. One punch, and it's all over.
Ellis came in confident, but one shot changed everything. Ryan Garcia versus Miguel Carrizosa, September 15th, 2017.
Presentando el hijo de Nogales, México, Miguel Carrizosa. And fighting out of the red corner, he wears black trunks with the flag of Mexico on front. King Ryan Garcia!
The first clean right hand landed with perfect timing, sending Carrizosa straight to the canvas.
Get quality work from veterans and even more champions in the gyms that they train in. And you know what? It's going to, and I see both guys now having their moments.
Oh! How quick was that?
It looked fast, but it didn't look rushed.
7, 8, are you okay? What's my name?
Carrizosa managed to beat the count, but his balance was gone and Garcia knew it. He walked in, placed a short left hand with pinpoint precision, and Carrizosa went down again.
What's my name? Referee says Carrizosa, and just 2 punches, and Ryan Garcia.
That second knockdown sealed it. No chaos, no wild swings, just 2 clean shots and total control.
But walk us through.
Right uppercut. No, right off the right jab, it was a right hook.
Tristan Ham's debut fight was against Rodney Peterson Jr., better known to fans as not Logan Paul. Rodney had the size and the look, but Tristan came in calm and sharp.
Big shots from Ham early, hard bouts, but only one boxing match. Caught Ham! Toward, I haven't been here before.
Now Logan Paul's kind of just standing and banging.
It's wild.
No way, but he's doing pretty good here, better than I thought. And he's putting gloves right in the face of Tristan Ham.
Need to do, be the aggressor, be the offensive.
Big right hand, and not Logan Paul is not going to be standing up.
He's out.
He knocked him out. Peace out.
Looked like there was no electricity left in his building. But Tristan.
Stop it. It's over.
Tristan Ham. Wow. That was huge.
And he has counted him out.
He outboxed the Giant and turned his very first fight into a statement win. 2-time world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua took on Cameroon's Francis Ngannou. This was Ngannou's second professional boxing bout. The former UFC heavyweight champion made an impressive debut against Tyson Fury and even scored a knockdown before losing via a split decision. In the opening round, Ngannou came out looking to trade shots with AJ, but soon found himself on the floor.
Blocked by AJ. Ngannou, well balanced, focus.
Oh, AJ touched him, he went down!
Once Ngannou tasted the power of the former Olympic gold medalist, he became more cautious. However, AJ dominated the fight and reminded the boxing world of his power by dropping Ngannou twice in the second round to win the fight.
Badly hurt. Kicked his the MMA champion! It is lights out! Wow! Incredible! What a shot!
Alistair Overeem faced off against a familiar opponent, Badr Hari, who started the fight aggressively. Hari attacked Overeem's body and eventually floored him with a powerful right hand.
Step in there.
Overeem barely managed to beat the count, but as soon as he stood up, Hari came at him with everything he had.
One more knockdown and it's over! Here comes Hari!
Overeem managed to survive the first wave of punches, but the second attack had him staggering all over the ring.
But it goes to the body! Uppercut! There's the right hand! It's over! He does the chicken dance! And it was over!
Ehsan Razbahani versus Jamel Reynolds, January 31st, 2013. It looked like a mismatch from the opening bell.
He's got his head, it's kind of awkward. He's got his head down when he's trying to throw that jab, but he's flinging.
Natural fighters. He's got, look, that little short right hand.
Jamal's going after him, though. Look at it.
Less than a minute in, Razbahani cracked Reynolds with a clean right hand. Reynolds did the chicken dance, wobbling side to side.
More awkward that Reynolds is, it might benefit him a little bit, even though he just got clipped with a little right hand.
He just tripped right there.
Even though it was a knockdown, Razbahani didn't go in for the kill right away. He gave him a moment.
Razbahani's, he's not going to get, too flustered, I don't think. like what, Joe?
And Razbahani's got a little blood in his mouth, so they both have landed. But
seconds later, a sharp combo put Reynolds back on shaky legs.
Fighter, you can tell.
Oh, good right hand. He's got him staggered. Jamal Reynolds is staggered on his feet right now.
If you're fighting under the Olympic rules, they stop that fight right there.
Okay.
But under the Olympic rules, see, the referee would have been in there.
And an uppercut snapped his head back and folded him.
Really, he had those wiry legs. That's it. Down he goes.
That's it.
Down he goes with the uppercut.
Now here we go. Here's the end of it. There was that right uppercut, left hook.
Are you surprised Jack let it go on, though?
Well, no, this is the pros.
Yeah.
7. Lennox Lewis versus Shannon Briggs, March 28, 1998.
Up a little bit too far forward and driven back, and here we go. That he must take some chances early. And he landed a right hand, got Lewis to smile here.
Briggs actually rocked Lewis early. He had him stumbling into the corner near the end of round 1. He even made him do the chicken dance.
Could set itself up for a fight as a hook by Briggs. Now Briggs taking his chance. Prize here, the hook to the temple area, driving Lewis back.
But by round 4, the tables turned.
It has been excellent thus far. His only loss. Could have been called a knockdown, but was not. Both fighters are dog-tired.
Lewis dropped Briggs with a right hand. Briggs got up, but his legs were shot, stumbling, swaying, trying to survive.
5, 6, 7. Hooked by Lewis. Driving Briggs back a right hand. Briggs holding on to the rope.
Lewis dropped him again.
Both fighters too tired to finish it, and Briggs is down again. 5.
And then again in round 5, winning the battle.
Shots by Lewis. Uppercut, left hook, the right hand, and it's over. He's telling Frank Cappuccino, I slipped.
Gabriella Mizet made the trip to York Hall, laced up her gloves, walked to the ring.
Somebody describing her saying that she fought like a demon with the face of an angel.
And was back in the dressing room before the crowd had fully settled into their seats.
And Raven Chapman, and she held her own with, and she was a good GB international boxer.
Celebrate their centenary next year in the village of Bellingdon, and what a start. I think it's all over.
Yeah, that was superb there from Raven. Tremendous body work, and then she whips her right hand over the top, so she switches the attack, and then Mezzi starts to try to unload with her own shots, and she just catches on that temple, and that's probably the best shot.
On May 25th, 2019, at Victoria Warehouse in Manchester, Savannah Marshall wasted absolutely no time reminding everyone why her nickname is ironic.
So this could be a tricky affair for Savannah Marshall.
On the eye, just switches effortlessly as well.
In the 55 defeats that she's had, so she's a tough girl indeed.
Borislava Goranova. Marshall doing the right thing there, looking to just look so loose in the shoulders and relaxed, and that's a terrific left to the body, and there is your statement from Savannah Marshall, timed to perfection, and Goranova's not getting up. That is sensational from Savannah Marshall, a durable opponent.
Miller came in over 300 pounds, bragging he'd cook Dubois like shrimp.
I'm tired of roasting these guys all week, man. I'm exhausted. I'm just ready to punch them in the face already.
We're gonna turn the shrimp and fry. We're gonna glaze them. We're gonna grill them. We're gonna broil them. Either way, the shrimp gonna get cooked. Tune in.
The shrimp got fried all right, but it wasn't Dubois.
With his head.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Swing and a miss.
I love those body shots by Dubois, but
this is where it needs to be, holding the center, moving away. I love this.
He's gonna tire out himself.
Oh, big right hand from Dubois.
After some rounds, Dubois found his rhythm and beat Miller until the ref had to step in.
Show some bravado, but it's Dubois. Oh, big shots from Dubois against the ropes. Oh, big shot. Big baby. Gonna get big time knockdown. Dubois, sensational finish here. He's done it. Do you believe it?
Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Martin Soltysik stormed in like a raging bull, throwing wild punches everywhere.
Knocks out huge jock, Martin Soltysik.
He's a big man at 229 pounds, and he looks very small compared to Soltysik.
Good head movement, he's avoiding the big strikes.
Huge right hand by Soltysik.
Sidelnikov played Matador, dodged the chaos, then landed precise counters.
This was his strategy in our fighters' meetings. They're not beautiful punches, but if they hit, all sorts of damage.
By the end of round 1, the Giant was face first on the canvas.
Not at all.
Oh, big right hand punch, and that's
and
it.
That is it.
Stopping the fight.
Really not able to defend himself. Great stoppage, great punch.
Makhmudov bragged he could eat anyone alive.
If there's any guy in the heavyweight here, close me and this guy in one room, they're not gonna survive with me. I go eat this. Anyone. I know that.
But turns out his stomach wasn't ready for body shots.
Now, he's making this quite comfortable for Caballero.
Undoing. Brilliant shots, left hook and right hand from Caballero, and that forces Makhmudov onto the back foot now.
Cannot miss. Cannot miss. Great shot. The body shot again.
And it's the body shots again that Caballero is going for. And down again, Brett. Does he step forward now to finish the job? And that's enough, says referee Steve.
Caballero was too quick, hitting him everywhere until the Giant had to kneel twice. By the third knockdown, the upset was complete. This remarkable comeback just shows us how Wardley is positioning himself as a serious contender in the heavyweight division. Like that, a little earlier this year, on April 12th, Maryland had to witness Stephen Shaw showing the world a thunderous first-round knockout to Rafael Akpegiori. That too in just 33 seconds. The 32-year-old Shaw, known as Big Shot, set free a powerful left-right combination that had Akpegiori crashing, which naturally had the ref haul to the bout immediately. This victory is actually Shaw's third consecutive win, showing us his explosive punching power. May 17, 2025, saw Dave Allen avenge his December 24 loss to Johnny Fisher with a brutal fifth-round TKO. Fisher, who had been leading the fight early,
trying to move his shoulders. I think the gap for a lot of the time is going to be as Dave steps in over his front foot.
Fisher getting his jab going. So too does Allen. It's a cracking tail, but so too is Dave Allen's good body shot from Fisher. And Allen
was overwhelmed in the fifth round after Allen set up a flurry of punches, ending everything in a devastating hook.
Monster heavyweight. Oh! Johnny Fisher, what he's all about. Drama here in the fifth round, and it is almost a mirror image of what Allen himself.
He's gone.
His legs have been gone for about.
In the fifth round, will Johnny Fisher get up? Just about. And Dave Allen has got a few seconds left in the round to jump. The legs are gone. And Dave Allen here. Can he follow up? Fisher.
To come in, his legs are gone.
That floored Fisher face first. Ouch. And, well, Allen's victory earned him the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight title.
And the new WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion!
A serious comeback in his career. This year, we're seeing a lot of crazy progress. Like on August 21st at the PFL World Tournament Finals in Hollywood, Rasul Magomedov faced Guilherme Viana in a showdown and proceeded to get an early knockdown.
Low by his waist. Beautiful slap to the body, hook to the head.
He touched him with the left hand and Magomedov went down.
But then, this guy showed us he's made of tougher stuff and dominated the remaining rounds with relentless takedowns and ground control.
If his hands come up, but he actually protects his head at any point. You know how you fight with your hands down in your waist like.
This, of course, earned him a unanimous decision victory with scores of 30-27. Australian pro Vincent Victoria made a sensational debut at the Rajadamnern World Series 125 in Bangkok, knocking out Iran's Mohammad Kanani in just 23 seconds of round one.
Need a wider camera angle to fit in Vincent Victoria. Oh, good right hand! Right kick and down goes Mohammad Kanani! Right hand sending him down.
Victoria dropped Kanani with a sharp cross and swiftly followed up with a brutal right low kick to the head, leaving Kanani dazed like a deer caught in headlights, and made the referee fear for the poor dude enough to halt the bout. This one barely qualified as a fight. Marvis Frazier stepped in, undefeated and confident.
As a heavyweight to be contended with.
The bell rang and reality hit instantly. Tyson exploded forward like a missile with bad intentions. A crushing right hand snapped Frazier's head back. And then an uppercut almost took off his head, and he was on the floor within 20 seconds.
Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Frazier is down. Look. And he's going to stop the fight. Jesse Ferguson, the first time you saw him here on ABC Sports.
This was supposed to be a chess match. Setu Powell came in technical, calm, and confident that he could win the fight. On the other hand, Cornelius Bundrage came in angry and impatient.
Just touch him up, we get going. Touch him up, there you go.
The bell rang, and Bundrage charged like a man late for his date. Powell smashed his opponent's face with a flying punch, and Bundrage landed on the canvas.
Massive left hand by Powell, and Bundrage, he is out of it. One of the most astounding, it looked like the Zab Judah fight. Unbelievable. Sekou Powell. Well, that was astounding, yeah.
The same thing happened when Zab Judah fought Juan Torres in 1999. Torres started strong and landed some powerful shots, but Judah remained technical and ready for an opening. He crushed Juan's ribs with a body shot, whose effects lingered on, and then a missile from Judah's right hand landed straight on Torres's face. He never knew what hit him and decided to take a nap on the canvas.
He's knocked out by Juan Lopez, and down goes Torres. Torres' weakness has always been getting out of that first round, and obviously the weakness continues. He does not get out of the first round. Torres made a half-hearted at best effort to get up.
Alex Rios came in confident in his fight against Jermaine Taylor. He looked like he was a mafia boss, but his fate was going to turn sour soon.
Let's have a good, clean pro fight, okay? Touch them up, guys. Come on, boxing at the belt.
Jermaine Taylor bounced in the ring like he had trampolines for legs. Alex Rios was hungry, so he decided to eat Taylor's punches head-on. And then a brutal two-punch combination landed on Alex's head, causing him to fall like a log.
Have to be tested a little bit in deeper waters, so when he gets in that kind of fight, he won't feel funny, and there's no test tonight, like I said.
He slept on the floor like a Dracula sleeping in his coffin, and the fight was over in an instant.
It is over.
Unbelievable. Jermaine Taylor addressed the concerns with Alex Rios, but just a very impressive.
Shane Mosley versus Ricardo Mayorga.
His best insulting line was to say, I got him fighting his type of fight. Exactly. It seems like Mosley has fallen into the trap.
In a fiery, spite-filled encounter, veteran Shane "Sugar" Mosley found his moment in the final second of the fight.
Fundamental fighter, doesn't do anything unusual, but he's just so consistent. By Mosley.
Dramatic to happen here.
Just fighting down the stretch of the fight by Shane Mosley. A brilliant progress, and he's put by.
Just as the bell neared, Mosley unleashed a crushing left hand that floored Ricardo Mayorga.
That old 12th round match. Knocked him down again to finish the fight.
Sealing a last-second knockout. Not very sugary of him, if you ask for our opinion. Anyway, the timing and ferocity made it one of the most dramatic closings in recent boxing memory. Shannon Briggs versus Sergey Lovich.
Despite all of the pre-fight bravado, Briggs has not been as effective. There's the jab that, it's hard to score, except most of the action's been from low.
For 11 rounds, Shannon Briggs trailed White Wolf Sergey Liakovich on all judges' scorecards.
More active, that's pretty obvious, and now he is, and he's landed.
Drahovich attempting the jab, 2 in a row there, overhands the hook.
It's almost as if Shannon Briggs is loading up to throw a jab.
Briggs is really sucking wind
But with just 27 seconds left in the 12th round, Briggs landed a punishing right-left combination that dropped the champion.
Big right hand by Briggs. Looking to follow it up with a left. The right down goes Drahovich.
Liakovich was barely able to get on his feet before he was being pummeled again. He then fell through the ropes and landed on the timekeeper's table, much to everyone's shock.
Breakthrough. He's got to survive. Can Drahovich make it to the end? Off the back of the head. Oh, look out. Drahovich down through the ropes onto the scorer's table.
The referee stopped the bout, granting Briggs a miraculous TKO and the WBO heavyweight title.
Smila Sundell faced Natalia Diachkova at One Fight Night 22 in Bangkok.
Watch out for the head bucket, back of the head. You both know the rules, Muay Thai rules. Check gloves and back.
Diachkova started strong in round 1, landing sharp strikes and keeping Sundell at range.
As Sundell comes forward, she has to be a little bit so violent when she gotta wonder if the weight cut,
Head right hand. 2 right hands. Diachkova. Another right hand.
You just see the scorecard.
In round 2, Sundell came back with heavy body shots and knees, forcing the referee to stop the fight.
Starting to find some success here with her signature aggressive style. Ooh, nice body shot.
Oh my goodness! Diachkova's hurt. Sundell has Diachkova hurt towards the end of the second. And it's over.
The TKO came at 2:59 of round 2.
Smila Sundell. What a statement.
Gabriel Bracero versus Danny O'Connor, October 10th, 2015.
Please welcome Gabriel Tito Bracero.
Bracero. Across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, presenting Danny Boy O'Connor.
Right from the start, Bracero looked locked in, and then, boom. Just 41 seconds in, he drilled Connor with a perfect right hand that ended the fight on the spot.
Dominant in the first fight, he will be in this 4.5 years later, and round 1 is underway, scheduled for 10.
Dominated the first fight, really, won 7 of 8 rounds, admitted O'Connor. And here they are bringing in Bracero into a lot of confidence on Team O'Connor right now. They feel like he's a different fighter, and they feel like the result of this fight is going to be much different than the first.
Well, that's what O'Connor, different fighters, and going down. Bracero has put down.
O'Connor went down hard and stayed there, needing a few minutes before getting up.
Over a nice slow punch by O'Connor. First round, a lot of times the guys will come out, they're not quite as sharp as they would be later in the fight, but
it was a shocking finish, especially coming from Bracero, who isn't known for knockout power.
See a right hand to the body by Bracero, and O'Connor just shooting out a lazy left hand. Bracero timed him perfectly.
But that night, he didn't need volume, just one perfect shot.
In that first round, he got caught with a nice shot, but early in the fight like that, anything can happen.
Anthony Joshua versus Emmanuel Leo, October 5th, 2013.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present Anthony Joshua Emmanuel Leo.
From the first exchange, it was clear that Joshua had a different level of power.
And Mike Middleton, and if you want to know who they are, Al Malcolm was the debutant. Those two gentlemen lasted very light inside a round. Malcolm 19 seconds into round 2, so...
He kept Leo at range with stiff jabs and then stepped in with a quick burst of punches that dropped the Italian hard.
Giving a switch downstairs. Oh, and he's got him. Big solid right hand there. Has shaken it. So different. There's another one of those long right hands, and Emmanuel Leo is feet jelly, and he's ready to go. Oh, there's another big shot. Another couple more. He's still standing, but for how much longer? The legs of him again. Still standing. Now an uppercut just jams him up.
Holding.
What is keeping Leo up? He is getting tattooed here, and he has to go. And it's
The ref didn't bother counting. He just waved it off.
He's destroyed.
Less than a full round, and Joshua had already made his presence felt.
Higher class eventually, but this has been a special night for him, and I'm sure he'll be executed at the job.
You could tell right then, this guy was going to be a big problem. Naoya Inoue versus Juan Carlos Payano, October 7th, 2018.
He comes in wearing the red and white trunks. The Monster Inoue! Wearing the black trunks of baby Pacquiao Payano!
Inoue started off calm, reading Payano's movements and slowly closing the gap.
So here we go then. The WBA regular bantamweight is the man wearing the red and white trunks with the black waistband.
After a couple of rangefinders, he stepped in with a short left to set the angle and then uncorked a right hook that landed flush on the chin.
Soul reversal. Losing against Rashi. Left-right combination, and Payano has stretched on the canvas.
Payano hit the canvas instantly, completely stunned.
He's down. The referee is holding it over.
And the fight was over in just 70 seconds.
Stages was all she wrote, and Payano's eyes were in orbit.
It wasn't rushed or reckless.
Spinning like the reels on a fruit machine when that right hand landed. There's the jab, there's the right hand.
Inoue timed it perfectly and made it look effortless. Shelly Mata came into this fight undefeated, full of confidence, and probably expecting another quick highlight reel for the collection.
15-year age gap between these two.
Micah in the red.
Two strong low kicks. Oh, good combination there from Shelly. Unloads.
Micah with
set up high kick there for Micah, but just out of range with Shelly.
The problem was that Reddick stayed weirdly calm for someone in her first MMA fight and cracked Mata with cleaner punches almost instantly.
Oh, good low highs. Good left hook. Oh, that hand puts her down. That's it. right on the chin. It's a laser-accurate right hand. He exchanges that jab, did a little damage, and then the right hand over the top.
Tamana Ahmadi walked into this fight undefeated, dangerous, and apparently in a massive hurry. Meanwhile, Sophie Phillips was making her amateur debut and barely had enough time to experience being an MMA fighter before the universe canceled the subscription.
And this is a small but fast weight class. Sophie straight.
Oh my goodness me! Big right hand landed there by Ahmadi. You said before she comes out like Vitor Belfort.
Yes. Boom, big right hander. She's running in, and she ran in hands down.
Brandon Lee versus Milton Arouse.
We're underway round one. Lee in the blue trunks, Arouse in the black.
Here's another crazy KO. Brandon Lee faced Milton Arouse in another late round thriller.
Find a full-grown man. He's 27 years old. Took advantage. Took right hand him. I'm going to go with the counter right of his own.
The round was just in its dying moments, and the fans weren't expecting all that much.
And Lee's dad is saying to him, go to the body. We haven't seen a lot of body work.
And his dad is right. I mean, I think it's just real nicely.
That works better with a jab because the opponent doesn't see it as well, right?
But that was the dramatic moment when a knockout occurred.
You know, it's okay if you know what you're doing and you're a fighter and you throw the jab from down here.
Right hand just dropped him flat.
It was just before the bell, too, and threw Arouse to the ground.
And that's it.
All dazed and bewildered.
That was a thing of beauty, I'll tell you that.
That's great.
Lee ended up adding to the dramatic impact of the fight with this knockout. Calvin Brock versus Zuri Lawrence. In 2006 at Mandalay Bay, Calvin Brock had audiences at the edge of their seats with his counter left hook.
Starts a left hook to the body in the way that the opponent pushes the hand down. Beautiful.
Oh, there is the knockout shot there by Calvin Brock.
That floored Zuri Lawrence at 258 of round 6. Lawrence collapsed instantly, eyes rolling back, unconscious before hitting the canvas.
Pushes the hand down.
Beautiful. Oh, there is the knockout shot there by Calvin Brock.
That, of course, caused an immediate stoppage by referee Jay Nady and urgent medical intervention for the snoozed out Lawrence.
Went out virtually instantly. Right there.
And it doesn't stop there, since this became a part of Brock's 28-0 record and earned him the ring's Knockout of the Year title.
Went out virtually instantly. Right there.
What's more, it's actually the only one-punch KO of Lawrence's career.